Damn. Okay. Papos. I apologize, everyone. We are indeed working out of the remote unit, the MindSpray remote unit, for the first time ever. That is not going to be without its challenges. What we got here. Thank you for joining me, everyone, for this, the unbelievable 95th installment of THOTHSCHILD MINDSPRAY. See what we got right here. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here is a upcoming shot of an exciting new promotional stunt that THOTHSCHILD's going to be undertaking soon. We're going to try and go on a subscription drive. And to that end, you know, I believe that virality is achievable, you know, even to the little guy. I'm told by some friends who have a Buddhist bend as well as firemen that I won't likely survive this promotional effort, but shit fire, man. We might cross a threshold of some kind of subscription numbers. Look, you guys know how this goes, right? You know how the MindSpray goes. If this is your first time, I welcome you. And I do genuinely wish you the best of luck, okay? Because this isn't your garden variety hex program. You already had a chance, right, to hear the same fucking shit 37 times today from our other gifted and lovely Hexicon streamers. THOTHSCHILD has always been mildly different, so bet your bottom dollar that's going to continue. Now, I have been in contact all day with various entities, various parties, some with nary any command of the English modality of communication. However, they continually drive home one guarantee, my brothers and sisters, and that is Shane Schuler is going to be in the building. That's right, everybody. It's my great honor tonight to be welcoming none other. Sorry, I'm getting a little choked up here. It's my honor to be welcoming Richard Hart's blood. His kin, man. This is going to be insane, guys. All right, but you know how it goes with the old MindSpraysms, and we're not going to break, you know, our usual pattern. And so let's just get it started then proper. Who do I see? Who do I see? You know what? I got to play. I'm sorry. It's all I've been listening to, guys. Check out some Mayhem Lauren real quick here from THOTHSCHILD on the MindSpraysms. Where's that at?
You can't even let niggas around you. Yo. Protect your energy, counterproductiveness, the enemy. I'm just an MVP in an MPV, or a 7, or an 8, or a 600, we getting K. Protect your energy, counterproductiveness, the enemy. I'm just an MVP in an MPV, or a 7, or an 8, or a 600, we getting K. Ringside, in the rings, Nick, we stay resilient. plant the seed, lay the blueprint, and then we build it. On to the next. Going, that's a flex. Matured, I'm the best. Rocket dawn on my chest. You can't roll when there's less. Always kept the hoopty fresh. Got a spaceship that's putrid. It's all love from Cupid. Cop a cubicle and move it. Keep it moving if they stupid. I ain't going back and forth. Face to the north. Like a mountain light. About to take a flight. I only drink purified, Lord, my fountain right. I'm ahead of the culture, cause I'm ahead of the culture, but never above the culture, but really deserve a sculpture. Protect your energy, counterproductiveness the enemy. I'm just an MVP in an MPV, or a 7, or an 8, or a 600, we getting K. Protect your energy, counterproductiveness the enemy. I'm just an MVP in an MPV, or a 7, or an 8, or a 600, we getting K. Yo. Yo. G's up, y'all to know, keep it 1,000. Crystallized ginger pieces look like my medallion. Scallion, pancakes from Szechuan capital is so good. I eat them shits and then I wanna clap at you. Factual, another day, another broke law. $100 bill is just a Coke straw. Take that, use it. Please don't return it. If you try giving it back, I'm gonna burn it on some sneakers or some salmon or some sake or some scallop eating sushi, rocking Gucci while I let this money pile up. I'd rather be overlooked than overrated. Constipated, 30-month Reggiano graded. It's all the caddy, not spaghetti. Shave the truffles, now we ready. It's getting heavy. Break your face without scraping the bessie. My aim is steady, nigga. The rent.
Parental guidance is recommended when you listen to the Soul Assassins. If you talk the talk, you better walk the walk.
Someone hit me the other day for a rendezvous. Long time no see was the time she used. Bright eyes like the lights at the carnival. Held combos but never held accountable. How's your mama do? How your papa doing? Oh, me, I've been freer than the sample food. But like a sample loop, around I move until it's clear. Then I'm back to back in bags of loot. Spend years trying to steer both hands on you till I finally understood that I was spinning my hoop. Rather spinning my wheels, getting up in my years. But still I feel like a kid when I'm fucking with you. Young nigga gotta live, that's the motto they use. Without them niggas still live in they mama's back room. So I'm back in my stoop, looking up at the stars when they reminisce over yes, when I got out of myself. God, telling me something more that I can't do. Breaking you down to size. There's gotta be more to life than myself. That's when I got out of myself. Gotta be something more that I can't do. Breaking you down to size. There's gotta be more to life than myself. That's when I got out of myself. Gotta be something more that I can't do. Bringing it down size. There's gotta be more to life than myself. It won't fade. Won't fade, won't fade. It won't fade.
good things. Drop blessings. Check this out, kids. Take a ride. Ready in the room, out the rocket to the rafter, champion the tribes and trailer parks. Fuck my captor. I'm in church with my craft, you know I have to. Induce events coming current like a rapture. I'm treating life like a rubber crack show. Can't respect the rappers when they pimp the pop pool. You better study, buddy, and trim begin. Don't be acting as if going man begin. You wanna be without, son? Look within. The shit is muscle bound, the script's a little thin. Concocted images are hard from the scared. When you was hell man, no one cared. I seen this one whack fool with these whack tattoos, dressed like a lady but for fat Adam's apple. Listen up, you better not act. You may magnetize what you don't want to attract. Most of you hotheads should pop the lot then, or oxycontin instead of hitting rock stems. It's funny when the cycles go out trifle, like grabbable rifles after smoking a pipe fall.
You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good tonight, so I'll take two of those. Give me two of these and two of those over there. Word, check it out, yo. Perennials, swallowed the Seminoles chemicals. Now it's vivid to them, too much beer to have to chew on. Ric Flair jeans, North Face vest, British Columbian. Tapped out, huffing on a tank, my mind blank. My total tolerance is null and void. Heavens to Megatroid, the glow sticks got me annoyed. From Pink Floyd to Frank Zappa. Catch ride with the toe tapper, hung over on the day after. The wrinkle party clothes, a runny nose, but I'm groovy though. Popping no doors up in the studio. With the records you beckon, the selection you giving. If you ain't fucking with us, it ain't hitting. For instance, check sound scan, pre-order shipments. Cause mom and pop stores with a commitment to stick with underground heads who got equipment, who face with making dope music from the basement.
I don't speak to cruising, sometimes stick with my penis. I blend scenes with the greenest, I lock horns with the meanest. I pop the top of boomies, call that betray your stories. They thought they were so Galician in the Philly alley. You see, I am the truest, my thoughts come through you good with some kids. Aspire to thoughts, some aspire to be a Buddhist. Really rather Sufi master, Baba Muhayyadi. Stepping like Lewis, looked into my life and through it. I grew up with lots of crackers who acted like fucking acting, stacking chips and eating stacker. Now they're not even a factor. I am really always Macoon, but through the wicker. That's why my rhymes are sicker, sentiments with style will stick ya. In a country filled with zombies, Georgie got the flam. Johnny's calling neighbor chickas commies. Over soups and noodle kanji, Julie wears roll the rulers, creep like kitties up the stoops. I wonder why they sweat the coolers. A block is sweating bullets. The park got more sections. One side is for Mexicans, other side 𝕋𝕙𝕐𝕐𝕐 Laos gangsters are reppin'. The blacks say fuck the moldy, the whites unsavory poultry. God past them all like I'm Emerson Fittipaldi. Guess to see the truth, sometimes there gotta be some races. The kicks fit tight, even when they got no laces. The hippest, deafest, freshest, leftist reppin' in the tempest. The city circus incursions make me nervous, thirst and worthless. Our love is like a flock of doves flying up to heaven above. They attack the rap for crap with prisoners' heads and burn that sacks with stacks with packs and facts. I get with tax and taxes, we can whack cities who whack the way of tracks. So why the fuck we interact, son? I'm Mr. Magic, Melee Sparks, PC Dreams, the one man yo-yo pop, Joe
Okay, well, the Lovers right above me just started going at it, hammer and tongs. He's really giving it to her right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just play one more of this.
I'm not here to make a record, you dumb cracker. It's not heavy enough.
I like this place.
Check it out.
sounds came out.
Oh no! What the fuck are you doing? Yeah. What it look like, right? Some of y'all didn't even know. Some of y'all call yourself beat makers, but you couldn't produce your way out of a wet jet rag. Uh-oh. What is going on with this bullshit now? This is going to be the remote unit tonight, guys. Oh my God, help me, Lord. All right, let me just run a couple system checks. We're going to check out the chat, say a couple words. I should probably have those in because it's, you know, it's complicated, guys. You would not think it to be the case, right? But even in the modern era, even with networks and security VPNs and remote, there's still danger to celebrities when they make appearances like this one. Like, they could be attacked by some like crazy shit just looking into the camera, man. So I still have a liaison with Shane's people, you know, that is security based, man. Like that, you wouldn't believe the hoops I had to jump through today, man. Let me get on this thing. They told me not to take it off at all. Oh, I hear him right there. Wait, one of these dudes is, damn, there's somebody on his security squad that's Arabic. I recognize that shit. Hold on. Huh. What's going on here, my pretties? Oh, damn, look at this mess. Hold on, guys. Fuck a duck. Fuck a duck. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a hoot. It's a fucking hoot, baby. Who the fuck is blowing me up now, man? Oh, my God, dude. Is there a problem with the stream? Somebody's blowing me the fuck up. God damn, I got this guy speaking Farsi in my fucking ear right now. My phone's exploding. I'm not even familiar with my environment because I'm at a remote location. Oh, let's see what's up. Oh, she's cute. Mm-hmm. Well, at least one of our viewers is convinced that there is no questioning my guest, man. My guest is the real dealio. There's just a lot of things happening, and you know, I apologize, everyone. I do not have my Grammy award-winning production team with me when the remote unit hits the road. Okay. I also want to put to rest right now some rumors that are flying around the community. Okay. THOTHSCHILD right now. Sure, I might be in a 1.5 star, you know, hotel at the moment. That is not okay because I'm homeless. And contrary to some popular nasty beliefs, I do not have my 4 young children out in the dark right at this moment collecting aluminum cans. Okay. It's not happening. I'm sorry to disappoint those of you who wish me ill. The reason you find THOTHSCHILD running the remote unit right now and at a secret location is because this is part of the security protocols, okay, that now surround Mr. Shane Schuler. Guys, I mean, come on. Could you guys really put yourselves in this man's shoes? Do you guys really think you would dig it? Do you think you could even survive it? Let's bring up some things here just to give you guys a little taste, man. Make you guys kind of think about what we're talking about here. Would you like to spend, you know, your life on some imaginary perceived B team? What the fuck? You got every bit the amount of value your famous sibling has, do you not? You certainly didn't choose this. It fucking found you, man. And it's hard. It's a long walk. If your brother is the second shortstop for the Albuquerque minor league baseball team, right? That's like a long walk in this life to take. What do you do if your brother, your older brother is, you know, like, I don't know, like a son of God? What the fuck? What kind of roll of dice is that, man? So any of you guys who are chip-chapping, yap-yapping out here fucking on some bullshit, like, oh, that's nothing. I could do that. I wish I was that. Sunshine. Check it out. Testimony that full motherfuckers couldn't carry a jock strap, right? Right there on the screen. Look at it. Lap it up. How you think that motherfucker with the suspenders felt all his life, man? I mean, they're not starving. That's 5, you know, in the course of their lifetimes. There's 5, you know, very well off, very healthy homosexual men. But there they are. I mean, Junior there just smoked them all on his bad day. Some shit, my friends. So when you say this man's name, you know what? I want y'all to put a little bit of respect on it, please. You don't know that ledge. You don't know that ledge. And I'll be honest, I'm a black sheep, right? 190 quintillion IQ and still a massive fuck up my entire life. Like, my brother is a somewhat modicum of popular, like, naturopath and chiropractor, man. He could do no wrong out here, saving lives, cracking necks and stacking checks, as it were. Say, he's doing really good. Oh, yeah. He's in some crypto community that everybody is certain that the founder is a scammer. And he just crossed the 1,000 subscriber threshold. Can you believe that? He's doing really well. No jail time in the calendar year, you know? So we're really proud of him. I get it, guys, but not on the level, I think, that our brother has had to deal with it. What is that? Oh, okay. I'm getting confirmation. I can't, my Farsi is off, but he may have just exited a helicopter and he's making his way to his studio. Yeah. Okay. Well, in any event, guys, Shane Schuler is incoming here on the 95th edition of THOTHSCHILD MINDSPRAY. It's day 1250 of the triggering of the OG Hexicon contract by none other than Richard Hart, the brother of our guest, and Richard's development team, which that cast of characters has apparently been diligently at work. I know one thing to be true, my friends, and I won't say much more about it tonight. We will get the insights of Mr. Shane, but you know what all this shit is, man. It's Richard's way of rewarding the most loyal of us, the most authentic, genuine, and true, and shaking out all the punks, all the stunts, all the fronters, and all the gelatinous lettuce-handed greed heads in order that he may more accurately, right, lift up his people. It's a beautiful thing. One more little thought, and I understand that indeed Shane Schuler's arrival is imminent. We will look at the chat, okay? but I think it's more important that we welcome our guest in a timely manner. He's had a challenging personal journey. He has suffered an involuntary hospitalization, seeming loss of cryptocurrency assets. That's a mystery. We may ask him about that this evening. He has suffered a missing wardrobe. Okay. Tracksuits among it. Seemingly endless blockages along his path to a Zion that awaits him in Dubai. But perhaps I'd have to say the most brutal aspect of this entire story is this heart-rending chasm. It's a seemingly insurmountable separation and gulf between himself and his one and only beloved brother, this controversial, and many will say brilliant, founder of the Hex token, one of the greatest performing assets in history, my friends, as well as the founder and leader and the impetus and the heart of a community awaiting an upcoming hard fork of the Ethereum shit network. I mean, wait, what? Guys, say it with me. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Shane Schuler, man, did you know, sir? By the way, I got to steady myself, but did you know thank you.
Yes,
Bingo, bingo, tango.
Hello there, everyone. Hi, Shane Schuler here, Richard's brother. Let's just get it started like this. Hi.
Okay. Those are really tough sunglasses, by the way. I want to thank you for wearing them.
My brother owns the world's largest diamond. Yours does not. My brother started a cryptocurrency that went up 10,000-fold in 623 days. Yours has not.
Mm-hmm.
He's also donated $27 million to charity. Your brother has not done that. And he's also a self-help author, t.me/sci-vibe. And I also like the Wild SJ rendition on YouTube. So type in sci-vibe on YouTube. You'll be able to find it. You'll live a better life after that. Thank you for having me, Mr. Child. It's great to be on here. It's your people reached out to mine, and I, did a fast forward through some of your streams, and I found out that you had quite spectacular music tastes. So I said, "Oh, I'm on board." Right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for saying that, sir. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, I hope, what do you, I'll leave it to you. What do you prefer that I call you? Some people said Baba, you like Baba or something like that. Do you want me to call you Shane or Mr. Sure.
No, you can just call me Shane.
Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks.
I
feel like
reference?
No, more like that's father. I heard you were some kind of a spirit guru, so I don't know. I try not to believe everything I hear, but
So I am working with one of them. His name's Stephen, Coexistent Stephen from Brisbane. So
yes, sir.
We're working with him to get a little more spiritual, getting our meditation on, aligning our chakras, right?
Sure.
So we're looking to find wholeness in that manner.
Sure. Yeah. It's quite a journey. I'll tell you it is. And I myself, Shane, I almost called you Mr. Schuler again. I'm sorry. I'm a little, nervous right now, but, I have had my own journey, sir, both spiritual as well as in my struggles, in my life. I let the streets of South Philly, North Philly get on top of me for a minute. I was never like, I don't know, forcibly, but I guess I was sort of made to go to maybe a rehabilitation facility of some kind at some point. But I've always had a particular amount of, respect for you, sir, because it's my understanding that it was at one point kind of against your will, that you might have had to take a little vacation, shall we call it?
We're back now.
Yeah.
We're starting from ground zero. So like a lot of you guys out there, oh, he's Richard's brother, blah, blah. Dude, it's not like that. It's not like that. I'm really starting from the ground up, and we are rebuilding right now.
Okay. So to my audience, you're basically saying that there's no cushion here. This is not a puppy little life you're leading. Okay.
No, not at all. Okay. Not at all. I recently, so in the subreddit, there's a lot of what I found out to be trolls messing with me and giving me false information.
A lot of hateful people, Shane. There's a lot of hateful people in crypto, brother.
Well, luckily I haven't experienced that much hate, and I'm thankful for that.
Okay.
But I was led on to believe that a new friend of mine, Mr. Left House, was in danger in Austin, Texas, at a hex meetup, and some cowboy on the roof was going to sniper the whole deal. So I had to get up there, and I decided to stay. So, I'm currently in Texas.
Yes. Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. I don't mean any disrespect. Your microphone did get to like a normal, healthy level, only briefly for a moment. Now it's returned to like the AM radio setting. Do you think?
1 second.
There it is. There it is. Whatever you just did made it. Yeah. I don't know if it needed grounded or what, but if you don't mind, give us a mic check there real quick. There,
Michael check.
Little better.
Mic check.
There it is. There it is. We sound pretty good now. If somebody wants to let me know in the chat if that is improved.
We are working with limited resources here, but we're working our way back up. Well, maybe not to the top, but up to that upper echelon.
Yeah,
but we
it's a noble effort, man. Yeah, it's the real thing. Yeah. Now, I'm sorry. Go right ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was gonna. I saw some. Shout out to Bro Gang, Hex Bros in the chat.
Yes.
Thank you. They like my mustache. I appreciate it, Georgia. We have guys in the chat telling me to listen to more Ween.
It's good I met them before. They're Philadelphia boys, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, they are. Their sister owned a coffee shop on South Street. Actually, that was the coffee shop where I got busted by undercovers. Did I say that out loud?
They were hiding under sheets.
Anyway, that was just that was a joke. That was a waka funny from your old thoughts, man.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. There was our winner, by the way. Alan Fils-Ami, first commenter. She's very excited. He was talking to me all day about Shane Scholler being here.
Oh, hi. Thanks for joining us, Alan. It's a pleasure for you to be on a part of the team. And congratulations on your nomination. You're rivaling God, it seems. What nomination was this on, sir?
Actually, God was your fucking God was your brother. Pardon me. That was another little slip. It just kind of jokes, waka. But I was surprised. I guess my people from my little underground communities decided to pull a kind of a little troll on the whole community. And they got up enough votes to get me nominated for the Hexi Award for, Hexican Comedian of the Year.
Nice. I recently was nominated by your friend Somi for something.
He ain't my friend. What are you talking about? Your friend. Oh, okay. I got you.
Oh, yeah. His name's your friend Somi, and he said he voted for me. But
no, I like that. I like that guy.
If you vote for me, just put number 2 in the chats because I'll never be number 1. So just vote 2, and then we'll work from there.
Oh, Shane, man, our hearts go out.
I have no aspirations. Listen, I'm not trying to rival him. I'm not releasing a token. Blah blah blah. All those rumors and allegations are false. So yeah, 2's in the chat. There we go. Number 2. Oh, thank you, Hexi. But
that's a lot of beautiful support right there.
5555 as well.
My one comment here before we pulled the trigger on starting the show, it reminds me of a question I had lined up. Maybe it's an appropriate time to ask it, but it seems like your recognizability, your fame, the virality of Shane Schuler trying to rediscover some kind of connection and relationship, right, with his brother. It seems like since you got past TikTok, and then it would have been Romanian Dan from the Worst Damn Crypto Show with Tap on that one, who's my son, is Tap. I'm very proud of my son. And then you just were inching through. You had a lot of love, a lot of interest, a little bit of hate, but you keep breaking through to these levels. And what I wanted to ask you, sir, was, did the number of approaches, and I don't just mean vaginal now, I mean like a lot of suckfish, a lot of lawyer types, agents, you know, we're DeFi, are we not? So for middlemen consistently just want to cram it, jam it in, just stick it in all the way, and always get in between you and the good people of the community. Has that been a challenge for you, Shane, at all?
Not so much.
Okay.
This is kind of like the easy part. The hard part was my previous endeavors and the life that I led, and that what got me to where I was. And we're on a better track now. I mean, even if you go back to some of my early TikTok like videos, I was kind of a little bit out there, but we're working on. It was some medication.
Shane, in your
really,
defense, they don't give you vitamin B and vitamin C, you know, over at the facilities. They give you, I mean, you know,
Seroquel, all that kind of stuff. But I've been able to get on a more steady and healthy path.
Okay.
I stopped binge drinking, right? I like to apologize to the fans once more and the Hex Bros for I was really nervous on Mr. Left's house show, and I said, I have a little bit of wine. I drank the whole bottle. So
imagine that. I mean, I got to tell you, bro. Yeah, good for you. I got to tell you, 95% of the nights of my adult life, I have accidentally tripped, fallen on a case of beer, and it just miraculously keeps flowing down my throat. You know what I mean? So it's my own journey, and you know.
Absolutely, yeah. But and another thing I'd like to mention is, Richard, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I was misled. A lot of people gave me some false information that you were behind my Monero, though you put me away, but essentially you kind of had to sacrifice me to bring you guys Hex, which is really worth it.
Whoa, Shane, this is some groundbreaking information you're sharing with my audience here.
I was just causing a mess. Like, we were just partying. We need to do Hex, Shane. We need to do Hex. And, you know, I wasn't performing at the highest degree, right?
Oh, my.
Yeah. And what I was getting to is, Richard, I'm sorry. I apologize for some of that misinformation. I'm sincerely sorry, bro.
Okay.
You don't gotta follow me, man. Just maybe unblock me so I can read some of your tweets. He blocked me like as soon as that thing went viral, and I just haven't. It sucks, man. Sorry,
okay.
Man.
Well, we're not gonna try. We're gonna try not to overstep our boundaries tonight with me as the representative of this lovely crowd assembled here.
I just wanted to apologize to Richard. Sorry, man. Sorry, bro.
Well, I want the questions to comport. I want to comport myself with some dignity and decorum and propriety when I ask questions. So, have you and your brother ever run a train on a girl before?
I cannot confirm or deny that.
Okay, I understand. That. That makes perfect sense to me. I get that. And like I said, I don't want to, it's just, there's some things that, when I'm in the shower by myself, I mean, the community really wants to know about Shane Schuler and Shane Schuler's relationship with his brother, who, by the way, is a son of God. That can't be easy, Shane.
It's not easy. It's not. But with some luck and ambition and drive, I think we could, fix what was once there, repair what was once broken, mend what was lost and
Sure.
continue on these travels. And I'm here to support my brother. I won't be shilling any fucking coins, right?
Right.
Richard,
right.
bro, I'm here for you. I got your back, man.
Hey, how about it?
I'm gonna keep shilling for you.
Look at this cutie. This music is complete garbage. Pick the instrument. Let's combat, son. That's so charming. I'm so glad that he got out of bed to contribute. Thank you so much, everybody else. These are beautiful things that the folks
Thank
are
you.
saying,
Thank you,
both
Georgia.
about you, Shane, and just your effort and
I really appreciate the kind words, guys.
yeah.
I
Well,
really appreciate it.
how about this one, Shane? And again, if anything's off, if I'm going out of bounds at all, just have the referee throw the flag, call foul, whatever.
Sure.
But what was, I guess, aside from your change of legal status, okay, and capacity that you're now allowed to, say, for example, take a walk whenever the fuck you feel like it. What was your motivation or impetus to kind of step into the light, into the view of, the public a little bit?
I saw what he was doing. I was offline for quite some time.
Sure.
I was angry at him.
Well, okay. Yeah.
And I got out, I got back online, I saw what was going on with the whole pulse chain, pulse X, and actually an old friend of mine, John, I was able to make a phone call, and he made a wire happen for me, and I was able to get a little in on the pulse X sacrifice. I missed the pulse chain.
Oh, wow.
Soon after that, I was able to get out, and I've been listening to Sci-Vive constantly. I fall asleep to that, and it made me rethink my previous actions and how I need to better myself, and just be a better brother, honestly.
Okay.
Like I've been a shit brother.
So you're here on THOTHSCHILD's 95th edition. You're here with us, and you're basically admitting that. And I didn't hear that as a tenor as much, perhaps, on your previous interviews, Shane. I'm hearing some real ownership right now, and that's extraordinary.
Yeah. I just need to do better, and I want to be on a better path. So I'm taking all the stuff that he used to ram down my throat, and I would just ignore it, like any other brother. You know what I mean? The infighting between us.
Yeah.
But we'd have
natural.
we'd have a lot of fun. We'd party a lot, but I kind of partied a little bit too hard.
Okay.
So
I understand.
Yeah.
Something about chasing that dragon. Certain personality types, the end of the night comes for everybody else in the gang. It's 1, 2, 3 o'clock, and they say, "Hey, we had a great time. I've had it." And then some of us are just like, "No, what am I missing? I need another pill, another glass, another rail, another this, another that." Next thing you know, you're doing the walk of shame with a mother and her children right next to you. You feel like a filthy animal, and you find a hole to crawl in and cop some more. But
one too many rooftop parties in Monaco.
Wow, that sounds really alluring, Shane. I never got to experience anything like that.
It's wild. Yeah,
I bet.
Stephen Robinson, #1 Ween fan. The Walk of Shane. Appreciate it. Yeah. That's what we're witnessing right now. Walk of Shane.
The Walk of Shane. I love it. I want to get a t-shirt made.
Yeah. The path of redemption, right? So
that's a beautiful thing.
MT Coiner. Yes. The answer to your question is yes. Who barely made it, dude? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at some of the chats.
Yeah, you're down the bottom. I'm just going through what was above. I don't want to leave anybody out.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Guys. No, you please, by all means, answer MT Coiner. He's a great OG Hexican. MT Coiner is. What was his question then?
Yeah, I should read it. Sorry, I'm new to this, right?
It's quite all right, sir.
Hold the F up, because there might be children listening out. I'm not sure. Is this actually, Richard Hart's?
Yeah, this stream has parental warning on it. So
there's no children?
There might be children, but the parents would be goddamn good fucking parents.
All right, holy fuck. My team was like telling me to be pretty careful. Maybe they were misinformed. You know, okay. It turns out you're not even monetized. We're golden. All
I'm
right.
not
He says,
monetized, no.
yeah. He says, hold the fuck up. Is this Richard's real brother? Yes, this is Richard's real brother. Follow me on
Richard
Twitter.
Hart's little brother here, folks. That means that, I don't know, those of you who may have missed this in your exemplary, education, when you're somebody's brother, it means that you were gestating in the same womb, right, as they were, unless you have a different, baby mama, and your dad was just laying it down everywhere he went. That's a phenomenon that happens. But in this case, an actual point of fact, you're looking at a man who was at one time in a womb that was once occupied by Richard Hart, who is the son of God.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of the community pictures him as, but, we are just people too. The son of God, metaphorically, we're all just people, don't forget, dude, my brother's just a guy too. He just happens to be one of the best motherfucking guys. Right.
Okay.
So
it's interesting too, because you come to us tactile, analog, real, and it, like, some people sometimes in moments of doubt, they're like, oh man, like Richard Hart, I guess he's just like a composite face character that a consortium of like hidden powers piece together, and he's like the front man for some other kind of maneuver, and you're here like, hey man, I used to play with my brother, we used to fight, we had good times, we had bad times, the whole caboodle.
Of course. Yeah.
Mr. Cozy Desk, we're not there yet. That's part of the walk of shame, sir. To be able to call his brother and say, hey, get in here, buddy.
I tried. He has me blocked. He blocked my phone just like he did my Twitter. So.
Well, okay. Let me see how I can be devil's advocate. First off, I don't know the details of your history or where there's bad blood, but in the man's defense, he's got a little bit on his plate right now.
Yeah, you know what, you're right. I shouldn't be worrying about him unblocking me. He needs to do what he's got to do. So, Richard, don't panic. Do what you got to do. Help the people. Pay attention to the people.
Well, we're standing on the precipice of an affirmation, okay? Because a lot of us suspect that this is real deal, holy feel motherfucker right here. A lot of us feel an authenticity coming off Richard. In my case, it was since the end of 2017. I mean, I heard the guy talk on 2 streams, and I was like, that's a real dude. For other people, it needs to be borne out yet. And Hex went a long way towards proving it. But to be the controlling entity, the custodian of a wallet now that has had $1 billion sacrificed, allegedly, correct. Thank you for that. To be that guy and then come through with what he is purportedly about to come through with, interestingly enough, at a time when a Uniswap swap costs $38.57, this is a timely thing we're standing at the precipice of. If he comes through, it's going to rocket him to yet another strata. Do you have any feelings about that, Shane?
What my brother is doing right now, Richard Hart, is truly revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
No one has done this, let alone successfully done this in the history of mankind. Right.
Entire system state copy,
Even Hex, starting out at Hex. It's
yeah, that T-share. I want to have that conversation, but please make your point first.
I've been joking. It's the first front. This is the last frontier of DeFi, right? And this he's got it right. Every other layer will pale in comparison, right? The gas fees, you got Solana outages, everything's crap around this, and he's getting it right. The supply with ETH, he's fixing that. Everything that should have been done in crypto, he's literally doing it. You got a store of value, a layer 1, and a DEX.
Yeah.
And he's working on a wallet as well.
And God will. I was just gonna say, God willing.
Yeah,
A wallet not far behind it, because those of us who know, BJ Organ owns Consensus, which owns your MetaMask, my friends. Do your fucking homework. Know what you're dealing with. Wow. So you don't feel you're willing to sacrifice your brother for the noble mission that he's doing, and you're not anxious in any way, Shane, about this possibly putting him yet further away from you, sir.
That wasn't my goal. I came out here just like show support, show Hexagon support, the Hex community, the Pulse chain, everything he's doing, I align with now, and I'm trying to just prove myself to him that I can be a better man than what I once was.
Okay.
And that's my goal. Like, if I hope he doesn't watch this, because he's a very busy man right now. Later down the road, after launch, maybe if I make it to Dubai, things will work out, and I'll be able to give him a hug.
A hug would be nice. I think we would all like to see that, my man.
Yeah, he's kind of the top hat to my ascot.
Wow. So, you know what? You just gave me a perfect entry point into a facet of this entire conversation, and that is maybe wardrobe. I think a lot of us who are interested in that kind of stuff, we're really kind of like our ears perked up when we heard you say certain things. Certainly when we all laid eyes on you for the first time, we saw a fashion sense. We beheld an ascot. In the modern paradigm, my God, even the most rebellious among us wouldn't be caught fucking dead in an ascot. But there you were, man, just in your own confidence, comfortable in your own skin, looking natural in that thing. How did that enter? How did that enter into your wardrobe? The ascot in particular.
It's kind of been a thing my whole life, honestly.
Okay.
Like, my wardrobe consists of basically three things, right? Tracksuits, polo shirts, and turtlenecks.
And you used to have 6. You used to have 6 of those tracksuits, not
I have 5 tracksuits now because all my shit's gone, right? That's not even enough for the whole week.
Sure.
So,
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a job so I can get my tracksuits back and work my way back up.
Oh, my heart. Okay. I understand, man. It's your walk in this life. Hexy Quinn, one of our favorite Hexicanitas who we have in the community, asks, when are you leaving Texas, Shane?
I don't know. I'm really just living day by day.
Well, my understanding is you have some hangers on, and one of them is at a dock on the Gulf of Mexico with binoculars at all times. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but there's rumor constantly of somebody coming to take you to Dubai. I don't know. Is that?
Who's saying this? There is a Dubai meetup soon, but
okay.
Who's saying this?
I would not lie to you, sir. I can't tell you exactly where I heard it. I just remember overhearing it at some point. If I recollect it before the end of this interview, I'll tell you who said that. But I don't know. I wanted to continue with the wardrobe, but maybe we should wait and maybe.
I'm sorry. Ascots. They kind of been a part of. There were pictures of me as a little boy with my ascot.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. I have a team. Like, everyone's, where are the pictures? Where are the pictures? I'm trying to find some guys. I got a team together that's sifting through a lot of stuff that are trying to get in contact with the family, and like they won't talk to me. So we're trying to get some pictures for you guys. It's gonna be a little bit of a process. I mean,
understandable, man.
All this is still kind of new to me, right? Yeah. So I'm still trying to get my feet planted and figure out what the hell I'm gonna be doing.
Okay.
Right?
Do you see and we'll stay on wardrobe, but just to ask ancillary kind of question, do you see yourself maybe ideally in a role of a diplomat of sorts for your brother's products?
Well, I suppose, like,
Mhm.
if you have me, I've been met with, you know, love for the most part with the Hexicans. They seem to appreciate and support me. I get a lot of engagement on tweets. It seems like there's some Hexicans that are still afraid to follow me and stuff because they might get unfollowed by my brother, which I kind of understand. So no pressure
Mm,
there,
sure.
you know. But I'm not a threat or a danger to you guys.
Okay, there
You
it
know.
is, man. That's a beautiful. Hey, thank you for testifying like
Well,
that, man.
thanks. Thank you,
Yeah,
Thoth.
yeah. And I got to tell Alan, dude. I mean, Shane hasn't been sucking any dick for beer money. I mean, come on, bro. Like he's apologizing, but that should have never come out of your mouth, man.
What did I say that? I don't think I said that.
No, no, no. But Alan,
Oh, Alan.
yeah.
Oh, Alan. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. And you know, yeah, I haven't been doing that. So
Yeah, I mean, at my lowest point,
those
it was only
allegations are
hand
false.
jobs behind the dumpster at 7-Eleven, but we don't need to go there. This isn't
We're on
about me.
we're on the juice now, bro.
That's some hard
Sucking
shit, yo.
sucking dick for juice boxes.
So, Shane, when I heard tracksuits, man, ooh, that's when I was like, yo, this is
that's
a
my
fresh
shit.
motherfucker right here.
That's my shit.
Right,
Kappa.
right.
I usually stick with Adidas, but like
Kappa was the shit back in the day, yo, for real. Oh my God, I love them.
They're still around. You can find them.
Okay.
You can find them. Kappa, you know, I go heavy with Adidas typically, but that whole
Adidas was
Kanye
mine.
thing.
Adidas was mine.
Yeah. Some shell toes, matching stripes. This is the LRG. I don't even know what this is, but it's super thin and it rips real easy, so I have to be careful.
Okay.
And then hold on, I guess I could take off my shirt.
Like a lot of Hex products that aren't made by 369.xyz. Yep.
This is a custom printed tiger shirt.
Wow.
That I like to wear.
That is something else, man. I mean, I really would only think that maybe somebody like Prince could have pulled that off, and you just, my God, dude, natural in that.
I'm a fan of teal. I like teals and purples.
Teal,
which
yeah, chartreuse,
yep.
teal, right.
Which happens, to be some of the colors in the pulse chain gradient, right?
Yeah, on certain nights, sure, yeah. So, Georgia is famously doing creative visualization and some magnetic law of attraction work because she's fairly certain that it's her destiny to sit on your brother's face. I mean, have your brother ask her for her hand in marriage. Georgia Carrera, that is, she wants to be Mrs. Hart. Your brother has definitely had a reputation, in as long as I've known him, for being a bit of a ladies' man. But then I come to find out when you come into this community that maybe at one time, some of the ladies actually chose Shane over his brother. Is that true?
That is true, and it's also happened the other way.
Okay.
Yeah. That is true. But without going into any details, I cannot speak on the Santorini incident. So.
Well, I don't see. I'm like subaground. I'm the underground extremer. Some of these people are intimidated by me. They don't like me. They fear me.
Really?
Well, yeah, I don't know what it is. I think hip hop crackers are distasteful to a lot of people. But my point of this was, I heard that there was apparently appealing to the eyeballs, female in the community whose name was COVID Hex. COVID Hex. I think I'm pretty sure that was her name, but apparently she's like Scandinavian, and this is a lady, COVID Hex was, who you knew in your past.
Like I once stated, I'm unable. I do apologize for some of the misinformation that was happening in the subreddit, although I am not allowed to speak about the Santorini incident.
Is that an orgy or what?
Santorini is a location in Greece.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then of course it was an orgy. I'm sorry. That's stupid of me. But I understand. There's just some things you can't talk about, man.
It is what it is, you know.
Sure.
I try not to kiss and tell.
Okay.
I try not to.
No, that's hey, man. Yeah. It's nice when you keep it between you and the special lady, you know, the chosen lady, as it were.
Allegedly
chosen
Allegedly.
lady who chooses us or chooses you. Yeah.
Allegedly not so much anymore. Listen, there was a boating incident. We were on our jet skis. There was a boat. There were guys in masks.
Wow. Oh my.
They came off and then separated us, and I even said too much about that. Listen,
so this is the incident that you're not talking about at all.
Yeah,
okay.
That's as much as I'll say. But that's there's been a lot of lies going around, and I apologize to anyone that's been victim of some of the subreddit misinformation.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, Optimal, I think you're blessed with being from another country, so it's good that you don't have that useless information.
I'm trying to catch up with the chat.
Yeah, it's been abundant, man. We've got a great crowd supporting tonight. I got to tell you, Jane, these people are enthusiastically supporting you, sir. And I really appreciate you choosing the Mind Spray, because I know that you're choosing moms choose Jeff, and you're one choosy mother. So, you know.
Oh, thank you. Hexy Quinn says smash or pass. She picks smash, so appreciate it, Hexy.
Nice. Very cool.
Appreciate it.
I wouldn't mind smashing Hexy. Wait. She's awesome.
She seems very nice.
Yes, very nice.
A
lot of great people here, man. These are all like my people, my friends, and they're all just really, they were all genuinely really happy today when I gave some of them the news. You know, I said, you know, don't tell anybody. But you know, I got something bubbling. You know, I don't want to jinx it, but you know, it's possible. And then as it became clearer throughout the day, and it happened pretty fast, because I think I first reached out to you and your people about 3 weeks ago. And then I might have got the leader lady. What do they call the lady who's in charge of your harem? I don't know, but she was kind of short with me the one time. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, go fuck myself. I guess I'm never going to get a chance to talk to Shane Scholler, Richard Hart's brother. That kind of sucks. And then like the next day, this really flamboyant kind of sounding character called me up and said that you were taking booking requests.
Oh yeah, he's also my stylist, and the person you're talking about, Madame Michelle, was the first lady you're speaking about.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
She kind of handles things, and then
see, I heard that. I see this is more the rumor, and I got to apologize, but I heard that your, I don't know, wives, girlfriends, harem, whatever. I heard they were all really, really exotic, man, from the four corners. So I didn't think that the lady who cracks the whip would be named Michelle, which is kind of a trailer park name. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, no, I'm sure she's a lovely lady. I don't mean any disrespect. But yeah, she was short with me. I think I got her in a bad mood the one day.
Things have been hectic. We've been moving around fast.
Your stylist was really just like cute as a button.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's very appreciated, or they are very appreciated.
Crypto Wonder Podcast is here, everyone. Yeah.
Hi, Crypto Wonder Podcast. Welcome to the THOTHSCHILD Podcast. Let's see.
These are great people, man. These are the real ones, in my view, man. A lot of these guys. And Stephen Robinson, thank you for coming. Believe in yourself, BIY. He just won one of these guys. We got another entry to give away. Who can say when we're going to do that?
Yeah, where do you? I saw that shirt. That shirt is dope as hell. Where can I get it?
Thank you, man. Thank you for asking. In the description of every show, as well as my channel description, there's a link for a 10% off coupon, everybody. This is an affirmed Hexican company. Okay. It's called 3, the number 3, the word 6, the number 9, .xyz 369. These are real Xkin guys. You guys all remember Hex Luther, right? It was official Pulsification host and producer. He was for a time. And his partner is none other than the accomplished tattoo artist by the name of Schmyrus, who's also a Hex OG. He famously did the Phoenix that's on Wild SJ's leg. And I think he actually went on that cruise. Shane, any thoughts, any consideration?
Hold on. I was supposed to go on that cruise.
Okay, that was going to be my question.
Yep. That Steve from a game was like, hey, I'll fix this for you. Do this, do that. We'll get you on the cruise.
Okay.
We'll send you some things. I was in Tulum at this time. I needed to get to Dubai. Turns out the boat didn't even go to Dubai. You know? So that's what I'll say about that. Maybe I'll catch the next cruise. But I was kind of pissed about that. I was misled. But
a lot of those cruise ships just do one of these. So, yeah.
Oh, shit. That's right. And that's just going to be a big party. Oh, my God.
Why do you say that, Shane? Is that a little bit of temptation for you? Do you feel? Or?
Yeah. It is. I want to, but it's just like, stop.
Yeah. Well,
stop.
Hey, man.
God.
You are trying to do what you think is best for you. And I'll tell you, I got to be honest with you,
I'm trying to do what's best for the world.
Yes. Hey, I was just going to, just took the words right out of my mouth, man. You got your higher purpose. I'm
trying to find it at least. We all need to access the higher purpose in ourselves.
I agree with you 1,000%. You know, I really do, man. I go through some things in my life, and the choice has been, do you take them personally or do you transmute them like a real alchemist into something else? You know, is this part of my destiny? Is it true that if creator, sustainer, destroyer slams the front door, might leave a window open or a back door or a balcony or some shit, you know? Definitely. The walk of Shane. Say it loud, say it proud, everyone.
Walk with me, you know? Ooh. Arm in arm.
Ooh, wow.
On this path of redemption.
Yes.
Walk with me on our path to redemption to reclaim our millions together.
Dude, I could feel this in my testicles right now.
I'm getting nervous just sitting here. I'm getting shaky. The adrenaline's pumping.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, man, it's really fun talking to you, man. I hope you don't have to leave too soon. I'd like to dig around in your old.
I got all night. We can talk
cool.
about it. If any of the fans have any questions, feel free to pop
Yeah,
in.
we're actually gonna get to that. That's pretty exciting.
Sorry, I apologize for running your show for you.
You know what? There's not too many people who I would give a pass to, so consider yourself lucky. My longtime fans know how I generally treat people who do that stuff, but you are an exception.
I didn't mean to. I apologize.
It's quite all right, man. Quite all right. You seem, this is going to sound kind of ironic, but to me, you seem like a brother from another mother, because you've had a lot of the struggles and the footfalls and the obstacles and and difficulties, and yet here the fuck we are together, you and I, chugging along, brother. You know, each day.
Absolutely.
Bigfoot sends love, man.
Thanks, Bigfoot.
Yeah, look at that.
It. Thanks for coming by.
Hey, and DIY, who contains no small part of wisdom about this incarnation we're living through, says, once you own your circumstances, you have the right to turn them around to happen for you.
Very nicely said. I can agree with that.
Now, this is giving me an indication of how far back on a timeline I am in this motherfucking chat. I remember about this show not being appropriate for children 55 minutes ago. So, wow.
Yeah, we cleared that up, so we're good.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. Rated, whatever they are on here, R. I don't think we can do rated R.
Well, I do. You could see I actually have like little cutie funnies that I put up on screen. And if you look at your screen right now, this is often a way that I'll, start the show out for people. Just let them know, man, this is what it is. You know, this isn't for kids. And if you're a half good, half decent parent, you know.
I know what sound that is.
Used to be a bong. Not anymore.
I'm gonna have to cut that out myself. Not happy
What, the
about
vaping?
that.
God, I tried to quit cigarette smoking when I initiated the process of divorce. I wouldn't recommend trying to quit smoking when you're going through a really stressful time in your life, my
Yeah,
friend.
well, if I have to get a job, I might have to pee in a cup now, just like the rest of you guys. So,
man, it stings me to hear that.
unless you guys have any sales jobs, tech sales. I know technology and I know
well, you
sales.
know what you should consider doing is being a Hexican live streamer. It's a boon.
I'm doing that right now.
Well, you know, if any of these people want to give to your effort to get to Dubai, for example, you're not formalizing any kind of a fundraising process, I would imagine.
I don't think it's really,
you know,
I don't think it's like ethical.
you're like,
right
yeah,
now.
it's like you're like on icy ground right now. You're just not sure, and you don't want to piss anybody off.
I don't think that'd be,
Right? They'd say, "Oh, he's just coming through here."
Yeah. I don't actually. I'm not a streamer, right? I just hang out on other people's streams. Sometimes I like to make a tour, and I like I like all the Hexican streamers, and I love all the content they do. What am I gonna talk? Like, you guys all talk about crypto so much. So a lot of you guys need to stop it, go outside and read or listen to sci-fi, and stop being so obsessive over one thing, and then have a life that's multifaceted. Right?
That's funny you should say that, because that's been axiomatic with THOTHSCHILD's channel and streams. I said early on, well, obviously I have no choice but to perform and be as myself. And I said, I'm going to bring my articulation in. I'm going to bring my music in. I'm going to bring my in-depth study of esoterica and Gnosticism. And then in actual point of fact, particularly, I said, I'm secretly going to incorporate, and I kept this to myself until only last month, as we near my 1-year anniversary here on May 19th, folks. But I said, I'm going to incorporate Dr. Hunter S. Thompson's gonzo journalism principles into the act of live streaming, right? So that's why there's so much vulnerability, and there's been so much of my own real-time life experiences up in this motherfucker, because it is what it is. And you can't, as Dr. Thompson, the good doctor, observed, you cannot extricate yourself from the story. Never fully, you know?
Yeah. I really like that about your stream, the music, and how it's not so cookie cutter as the other streamers. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but like everything seems so formulaic. Like, this is what I do. This is how I look like. Here's this, is this, you know? And
well, I wasn't joking earlier at the intro when I observed, you already heard this piece of information 37 times today. It might be a couple less than that, but it still almost is. And I was asking myself, what value could I contribute to my Hexican brothers and sisters by doing that? None. So why don't I entertain them? In some cases, crack their heads open on some fucking history and knowledge, you know, tracks of knowledge that maybe they're not so familiar with.
I think that's great. I think what you do here is
great.
And,
man,
I thank you for helping the Hexican community and passing on the word of my brother.
Which I believe I have, man. I say I'm the one who coined the term DeFi or die, man. So to me, your brother has represented the apex of that, bro. For real.
He really has. He really has.
You know, this brings up a good point. And you are a man with no small mind, dude. Like, your family has intelligence in it, as evidenced by some of the things that you shared in that Worst Damn Crypto Show Romanian Dan interview. One thing that captured me, and I was like, damn, that brother just say that. You said you observed that borders are paywalls against the poor, you said.
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant, my dude.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's somewhat of a controversial take.
Well, you're an anarchist. I mean, a proper true anarchist, not a.
I believe that I am, but that's a lot of people take nationalism so strongly, and they haven't left the country to see what's going on, and they don't even look what's going on in their own country. And I find borders to be paywalls for the poor, right? Borders are bureaucracy. Taxation without consent is theft, and I used to think just taxation is theft. But hey,
Mark Passio
without
said,
consent.
Okay, right. And one of the guys who taught me so very much about authentic anarchism is none other than Mark Passio from What on Earth is Happening. He was in South Philly when I was in South Philly, and he said, listen, guys, I'm done bullshitting in this life. I only got so much time left, so I'm going to be a straight shooter and tell it to you like it is. Government is a euphemism for slavery. Now, that might sound, whoa, that's just crazy when you hear it first. But when you hear that man critically, deductively, logically give his points, I was like, God damn, he ain't kidding. If you were to fly up high enough and look down, you sure as shit wouldn't see any borders, like Shane says.
Yeah.
So, think about it.
100%. I'm just tired of all this versus that. I don't watch. Dude, turn off your TVs. Don't pay attention to any of that. What will set us free is if we have $10 million and then leave. And you are free when you have the money to do whatever you want with morality.
Bingo.
So freedom is a paywall essentially as well.
Wow. Holy, that's a brain melter.
And I don't necessarily not communism, right? None of that shit.
No.
That's all bureaucracy and tyranny. I see a future where it's a more free society than the one world government, the one world currency. Oh, here comes XRP. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like DeFi is freedom. Yes. Decentralized finance is the key to salvation.
Oh my God.
My brother my brother is the front runner for this shit right now.
Yes.
Do you even understand it, guys? In the chat, Dubs in the chat, Ascots in the chat, if DeFi is divinity, true divinity.
That's too funny you say that, because when I came into this fucking community over, it was about 2.25 years ago, one of the first things that I said as a joke, but not really, I said, I believe Richard Hart was visited by the Archangel Michael or Gabriel and fucking given a divine fucking mission. And you just, I mean, you say the same thing in different words, brother.
I'm probably not as well spoken as him. I'm working on it. Looking to get a speech therapist, and
that doesn't matter as much though. It's about the purity of your heart and the direction, bro, for real.
It's good to have some shine on the words. You got to be able to articulate well, because perception is everything.
Yeah, but the corollary or the flip side of that one, my brother, is people hate your fucking guts for no reason. Do you know how many people hate me because of my vocabulary? I don't know exactly the number, but it's more than a couple. For real, for real.
Well, they're the same people that hate Gary V then, because he swears too. You know what I mean? Those are just plebs.
I just mean, like, why couldn't you just say walk? Why did you have to say ambulate? I'm like, hey, man, I don't fucking know. Rainmaker said,
because it sounds better. Have some culture.
My head.
Have some culture, people.
There you go. Hey, that's all right. I don't know.
Divinity. I said divinity, not definity. Well, I see what you did, Torin. I like that. Definity. That's nice.
Torin is one of my guys in my private community, the Divergent, and he spent a term as my right-hand man.
Hey, real quick, if you're not complacent, you're Torin. The world, on the go. Sorry, maybe that pun didn't land.
Boy, Georgia is getting awful close with some of her requests. Apparently she wants to develop some kind of relationship with you because you're going to be her brother, and she counsels you that he's going to block her soon, and you and her are family, so you're not alone. And now she's asking for some of your body parts, or I guess blood of some sort. And we love Georgia. We love her.
I don't think it's ethical for anyone to take any bodily fluids out of some people's body for any reason.
See, I encourage it, and I wish I could find a young lady or two who was willing.
I thought you were going to reference wartime, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I was talking about semen, but
oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
It's my first. Well, it's not my first favorite, but I'm most familiar with it.
Right, exactly. Warriors, huh? I guess there's a basketball thing going on. Interesting. Go Sixers.
They're probably not referencing the movie.
Oh, Warriors come out and play. The wallet can't wait. Wallet can't wait. No, the wallet can't wait, man. I wish that was like as around, quote unquote, around the corner as St. Paul's chain is supposed to be. Now listen.
Yeah.
On the Romanian Dan episode,
I
have to tell you, my heart was gripped by sadness and fear when I discovered that Dan didn't know when Independence Day was.
Yeah,
that scares the
he's Romanian though.
Fuck out of me, but okay, there you go.
He's Romanian, so
in intervening 20 years, there just wasn't time to. Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you do in the summer.
I'm surprised by that generation. Some things that they don't know, it strikes cold fear.
I think he's in my generation.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So maybe he's done. You're saying there's no excuse generationally. Maybe Dan's just dumber than I thought.
Well, maybe
I love him. I love him.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's just
you know what? There you go. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. You're right. If you're gonna know stuff, no good stuff of stuff.
I mean, you pick and choose. I mean, he doesn't party as much as I did in the summer. Big deal. You know what I mean? That's just another. Yeah. So props up to him. He has a family, right?
Sure.
Yeah, families don't really do 4th of July, right?
Hey, he's one of the best Mexican streamers for that.
For real.
Like his little girl is right. She's right there all the time. There was one time when he said, I swear to God, over last fall, he said, all right, well, I guess that's it for the episode. I guess we're going to wrap. And she went, ah! The top of her lungs, little toddler girl. It's so cute.
Yeah. Shout out to Romanian Dan for welcoming me on his podcast with open arms and introducing me to the community. It went, I'm torn with it went exactly as planned, or I wasn't expecting this. And there's a lot of confusion in between, but I'm happy. We're doing better than we were, like, let's say a year ago, definitely. Right. And bliss is in the horizon, and that's what we're chasing right now.
There you go, man. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 95th edition of THOTHSCHILD's Mindspray, if you can believe that, my friends. I am so lucky tonight on Hex Day 1250. It is the 4th of May, another hour left in this day on the East Coast. And I am so fortunate. I am so lucky to be joined this eve by none other than Shane Schuler, Richard Hart's brother, everybody. Shane Schuler's here.
Should I do the intro again?
Whatever you want to do, sir.
Okay, sorry. I thought, okay. No, we're good then. I thought did it. Sorry, I was. Ascot's in the chat. Shout out to
Ascot's in the chat. Let's see.
Hell yeah.
See it. So Luther, no, he's not in Dubai, but that is still an overarching goal. Are you at liberty? Are you at liberty, Shane, to share any aspect of this goal or desire? What awaits you? Okay.
So
Dubai.
I'm gonna be DCAing all of the money that I don't need to eat with my mouth, right, into Hex, Pulse X, Pulse Chain. That's my goal. That's about all I can do. What else are we gonna do?
There you go.
yield farm it. Like, you know what I mean? Then maybe we'll get to Dubai, or get back. I used to travel a lot.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I would love to travel again. And when Rackham return, I don't know. That dude owes me so much linen.
A lot of linen, right? He owes you some
Yeah.
linen suits, I think.
Yeah, he was a plug for that.
Wow. That stuff really flows off his frame. Handsome. Yeah.
Me?
Rackham.
Oh,
He wears the linen well, is my point, sir.
yeah.
Hmm.
I would have picked a Lamborghini to be a little more teal, but he went green.
You told us at the beginning of this stream you were all about that fucking teal, man. So yes,
I used to have a van. I used to have a teal van, things like that. I have a picture of that. I can show you guys.
You harvest a lot of ass with that. I mean,
say.
if I was a girl, I'd sleep with you if you had a teal van. Shit. Who has a teal van?
It matched my shirt, An E150. All right.
That's no scarf, Georgia. Careful. Use your words correctly, babe. There's no scarf here.
Why is Georgia turning on us?
I don't think
Is
she
she
means
on-
it, brother. Second
she on
language,
Reddit?
okay? Just she loves you. She loves
All right.
Richard. She loves Hexico. She's a real
Okay,
deal,
okay.
holy fiend. Join the club,
my
BIY.
ascot.
You'll get your patch and jacket next week.
Rackham puts his own custom wear and tear impoverished style into his cloth. Weird, bro. Okay, Java.
Weird observation. Yeah. Hexographer says he's going to be right back. He needs to change it into his evening tracksuit. Very tasteful. We approve of that.
Yeah, that those days are behind me, but they're also in front of me. Maybe not in the present. They may were in the past, but they will be in the future.
So the donning of the tracksuit really needs to reflect the tenor of what the contents of a man's heart is kind of what you're saying, I guess, right? Like you got to, how you feel is the tracksuit.
I mean, I'm not that too, maybe I am that materialistic, but you could say that a part of my soul comes out in my sportswear.
Okay. Yeah. I dress like I went to Catholic school and I looked really exceptionally well when I went to Catholic school and I cleaned up real
Watch
nice.
out. Hey, you got to watch out with that in Catholic school. Don't look too attractive.
Don't even get me started. It's probably part of the reason why I am the way I am now. But since
that.
that time, I kind of dressed, whether I was homeless or not, I've dressed like pretty much a homeless person ever since. And I'm quite comfortable with that.
Yeah. Billionaires often dress like the brokest people, other than my brother. But he's doing what he's got to do.
Yeah. The wealthiest guys that my dad knew. There was a guy named Yamsey who used to come around who wore a hat, a knitted cap that you would have sworn like his aunt made for him in the 1940s. And it
like
was
the
never
spin
washed.
doctors.
And this guy had more money than, and he wore this funky hat everywhere.
Was it like a spin doctor's hat where he wore it in the summer and it had the long things?
What are spin doctors, sir?
The Spin Doctors is a 90s rock band. I couldn't even, that's a bad reference, but
that's okay. Maybe I'm just not the
one.
Maybe I'm just not the one. DJ Dougie asks a strange question. What's an ecto cooler? If it's alcohol, it's not going in Shane's mouth right now. However, Mott's apple juice, which is kind of like a genetically modified kind of apple, I would imagine.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed
to do?
No
judgment. Just, no.
I'd love to eat a lot healthier. I love sushi.
Oh, yeah, I could eat some
I love lamb. Mediterranean food. Yeah.
They say that people who eat Mediterranean diets, Shane, live longer. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that? You think the olives or something? The feta. Hexographer wants you to know he followed you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah,
I'll
guys,
call it.
please, by all means, go over there to Twitter and find Richard's brother, Shane Schuler. Give him a follow. And he's also on what? Shane, you're big on TikTok, correct?
Yeah, I'm active on TikTok. Yeah, that's where most of my content comes from first, and then I just leak it onto Twitter. You know, I kind of shit post on TikTok. I just try to support my brother and his workings. But the Twitter gets the leftovers. So for the groundbreaking content, follow my TikTok at Shane Schuler, Richard's brother. You'll find me. OpenAI has the only picture. Says
well said, Sandy.
Sandy.
They get mad at me for my choice of words sometimes, and I have to tell everybody my mother got a DNA test before she passed, and guess what? I'm North African. So deal with it, folks. Georgia, look at this. The red rose. That woman loves her some Richard Hart, man. So we did start touching on that. Maybe the brotherly competition, right? Between you and Richard. What was he like kind of as a teenager, man? I heard you say he played a lot of Nintendo.
Yeah. So I remember I'm 10 years younger than him. So he was a bit older. And,
well, he was beating the living cocksnot out of you when you were a kid. You know, you weren't.
I mean, sometimes. Thank you, George. I love you too. But we got in the fights, but he'd take me. I like to ride my dirt bike. He'd take me to the track. In Florida, we'd go to Gatorback Raceway in Waldo and things like that. And he'd take me racing and stuff like that. But he got really serious with the job, and eventually, he had all these businesses going, and I wanted to dip my toes into something, and he gave me the loan for the sex toy shop, right? And I kind of took over on that.
See, I didn't know that. That's fascinating information, man.
Yeah. I think we were I'll say we, because I don't want to take all the credit, because he was, he loaned me the money. But I ran it mostly. We were probably responsible for 40 to 50% of the technological advancements made in sex toys from the years, what is it, like 2006 to 2012.
Right. So in a way, you could actually lay claim to a percentage of orgasms at that time. That's amazing. That is fucking amazing, man.
I guess if you think about that, roughly to 40 or 50%, ladies.
That is nothing to shake a stick at, my friends. I am a little bit troubled
unless it vibrates.
Wow. You just blew my mind, dude. I am troubled by this continued mention, however, of Zima. I'm going to have to ask my moderators to wake up, please. Get on the ball.
What is that? It's a drink in the 90s?
It's a piss water. Yeah, product kind of thing. And of course, our friend Brandon Rags to Riches, big fan.
I've drank Zima before, but I'm not crazy about it.
Those are a different breed of hangovers that you get from something like that.
These Zima people must be the same group that keeps on recommending Ween and Zima. Like, what is this?
See, D-Gen just nailed it. He says Brandon used to put Skittles in his Zima. Numbers.
It's like lean in the South.
Yeah, they do weird shit. Like Wales was telling me that they slow the songs down because of the scissor.
Yep, chopped and screwed. DJ Screw.
That's great.
Yeah, chopped and screwed out of Houston.
Everyone did Dougie. He's a lucky boy. Well, now these guys are pretty much just giving one another shout outs. Let's see if anybody has anything interesting to say. I mean, come on, crypto compassion, brother. We can do better than both, can't we? Is this true? Oh my, we're not for cruelty to animals here. I'm only myself. I'm only for cruelty to people.
I like cats.
Yeah.
I like cats, but at the same time, I've also eaten cat and dog in Korea, and it's not as big as a taboo as people say.
Over there, no. 감사합니다. 안녕하세요. Good.
Listen, I just knew Boom Boom. Right.
Why are you speaking some Norwegian last time? We were talking about COVID Hex earlier in the stream. You were popping off Norwegian in the last stream. Is that a family thing for you, or
It's a learned thing.
Okay,
It's
wow.
learned.
Yeah. Is that something you chose then? You just said, hey, Norwegian, or did it have something to do with COVID?
I cannot speak on the Santorini incident.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't speak on
so sorry,
Santorini.
man. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's
I
fine,
didn't
it's
mean to
fine.
bring that up again. Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine. It's no worries. Yeah, I just learned a little bit of the language. You know, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Everything.
Joy, I'm sorry
I'm
if
not
I'm
really
boring you,
fluent.
sir.
I'm not really fluent.
So Georgia says she's going to be honest with us here and declare now out loud, Shane is hot.
Thank you, Georgia.
Thank you. I am being told now that throughout this entire stream, I have called this one female by an incorrect name. It's Hi VD. Okay, I stand corrected. VD. Well, now George is getting pissed off and a little confrontational.
Listen, no more Santorini stuff. We can't talk about Santorini.
Okay, well, how about this? Shane, are you accepting maybe, or I'm sorry, I should say this correctly. Is Michelle accepting any kind of
We're not in a
application for new entrants into the positions?
They also double as security guards. So if
I
she can
heard that.
If she can yield a weapon, then possibly she can join the team.
Okay, Georgia, let us know, if you have proficiency with anything that could end a man's life, that's going to help.
Or a woman's.
And it would get you that much closer,
Believe it or not, there's more women that threaten me than men. So.
Is that like lifelong, or is that only since you came out to the Hexagon, people?
There's been more women after me than men.
Yeah. Cosign. Wow, man, this is heavy. Some of this stuff that you're dropping, you say it as if it's just an aside, but it's really the first time a lot of us are hearing this information, man. It's wild stuff. Moving on, man. I've had things I want to touch on, but I've been trying to be like really careful, because I don't want to disrespect you, fly in the face of your kindness for coming on my stream, which I was, again, flattered that you and your team chose the Old Thothschild. But if you don't mind,
I'm glad to be here. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. I would like to ask you some more questions, though, about your relationship with, the divine incarnate, the Son of God, Richard Hart, who you remind us is just a person as well, just a dude.
Yeah.
But in your first, I'm sorry, go right ahead, please.
I was just saying, yeah, he's just a dude. He is stressed out, but listen, he is very gifted and he has a lot on his plate. And we hold him to such a high regard. Oh, Richard, take it easy on him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
man. He has feelings and shit just like all of us do. He's probably a lot better at him, but just take it easy on my brother, man.
That's a brotherly connection right did I read this or hear it? You said something like, I'm allowed to call my brother a dumb fuckhole, but if you call my brother a dumb fuckhole, I'll whoop your monkey ass. Does that sound like something you would probably say?
I think you're talking about the article in Times, and I was intoxicated during that.
I understand.
But I take back what I said. I shouldn't and can't call him that, and you can't either. So.
Very good. Got you, man.
Don't call my brother names. Yeah. Be kind. Always. Be kind. Rewind. Shout out to Hex Mac. Hexicon with the devil head.
Yeah. Reliably for that. Wu-Tang is for the babies. How about your music taste, Shane? Do you want to tell Hexico what your favorites are?
Sure. I mean, that's what I was like, oh, THOTHSCHILD, I fuck with this guy. Philly rap, you know, it's Black Thought. You got 𝕿𝕻ℐ was one of my favorites.
I know Trey. I met Tracy. I met Tracy several times. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Black Thought. You got Beanie Siegel.
Tariq. I used to sell Tariq's whole crew weed, man.
No way. Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. I love, you know, I love just hip hop, 90s hip hop, and even a lot of the new stuff. Not necessarily that you got to pick and choose where to find it, because people complain about music. Oh, it's not like how it used to. Bullshit. It's just decentralized. You got to know where to look.
Wow. Well observed.
I can't stand when people are like, oh, you don't listen, that they don't play stuff like this on the radio. Who the fuck listens to a radio?
Yeah,
like
who watches TV too? God,
Yeah.
I would not think any Hexicans watch fucking TV.
Yeah,
man.
like,
What a
if
waste.
you like, yeah, if you say that, you're just a pleb. But yeah, I like rap. I like one of my favorite producers ever is Flying Lotus.
Ooh, good call. I played Flying Lotus at the intro.
I missed it. Nice, nice. I love
Yeah,
Flying Lotus.
Thundercat was on bass, as he often is.
I've actually seen Thundercat and Flying Lotus before in concert. It was awesome.
Wow. So you got in some good living before you took your quote unquote vacation, I guess.
My little hiatus. Yeah.
Hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen EPMD in concert.
No shit. Eric Sermon.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I like a lot of some of the TikTok rappers that come out here that are just like independent dudes and like kids that are just rapping and stuff like that. Where I got my roots in like music and rap and stuff is I used to go to undergroundhiphop.com. That was my shit.
Ugh. Oh my God. I was
Yep.
on UGG too. You and I might have been in the same chat room on UGHA.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There were some flamers in there, dude. And I don't mean flamers like gay. I mean like people who had nothing to do except hate like humanity all day long.
Okay. So in 2005, I found the worst rapper I think of all time. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Does this ring a bell? Maybe you've seen this on the forums back then. Admiral Crumple. Did you ever hear that name? Admiral Crumple.
Crumple. I don't remember.
All right, good. Then you didn't waste any time in your life listening to it. So he's a Canadian rapper, and it's just so bad. I'm blasting him here, but he kind of deserves it. So Admiral Crumple,
there's no excuse for bad hip hop, man. And there's such a super abundance of it, man.
Yeah. Also, of course, like I like some. Well, there's some EDM schnobs. So that's not drum and bass. I like drum and bass, glitch. You know, like Square Pusher, Aphex.
Oh, I love Square Pusher. Yeah, man. Yeah. How about Prefuse 73? Do you remember him?
Yep.
Yeah. Scott Heron. He was really amazing.
And Venetian snares too.
Yes, Venetian snares. Wow, you have eclectic taste, Shane. Yeah, you're right up my alley.
Thank you. I liked it whenever they take, dude. That's what I understood. I was eating mushrooms and I was listening to some Square Push, and I understood how they got the name, because the squares snares are this shape.
Yeah.
Right. And he's pushing them through sound.
And squeezing them and filtering them.
Yeah, and then bouncing them, dude.
Right.
Like Aphex Twin, the bouncing ball one, how he's able to audibly make a ball go around your fucking brain. I love that shit.
Yeah. Oh, wild stuff, man. I know an alchemist. He's a Jewish kid who makes some of the best hip hop now, guys. Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. His stuff for all the Griselda guys, his tracks he did for Boldy James and Benny the Butcher are just, disgusting.
Yeah. Alchemist is the shit. Like I loved like Dilated Peoples.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, dude. Babu.
DJ Babu.
Yeah, Babu put
Iron
his autograph
Signs.
on my shoulder, because I was
yeah.
a scratch DJ too. So.
Oh, dude. Do you know Wave Twisters?
Of course I know Wave Twisters.
That is my shit. I had the movie on disc.
Yes,
right?
guys, if you haven't, go see Wave Twisters.
It's on YouTube, I think.
DJ Q*bert's crew. I'm gonna just Wave Twisters.
Would you think of his?
Why don't we, like, you and I could take a journey back in time if I play a little bit of that, man? I'm sorry. Continue though. Speaking, sir. I didn't.
Would you think of the what do they call it? The Q, his round, overpriced turntable.
Shane,
What do you think?
I heckled him at the Theater of Living Arts when Qbert came out with that, because this was now the third out of 4 times I saw him. The last time I saw him, he was doing the Dan the Automator, Cool Keith, Dr. Octagon reunion tour, which, by the way, the part of the shit about Dr. Octagon that was so incredible was Keith's phrasing. He blew all the phrasing in this live reunion show. If you're not saying the words the way we all remember them with the same cadence, he was kind of coming off the cuff with a lot of it, and it didn't have that remembrance factor. Like you think you'd get goosebumps if you were,
I don't. Yeah. I know Dr. Octagon.
That was an incredible record.
Doctor, for sure. I like was it Dark Days? Aesop Rock was a good one with I like that shit. The old Atmosphere stuff, Rhyme Sayers.
Oh, I hit Atmosphere square in his freaking head.
You punched
with
him?
A bud this
you
big.
Punched Slug?
I never.
Slug?
No. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting him confused. You know what it was? It was Eminem's first rival, Cage, not Slug.
You hit Cage?
I didn't hit him. I threw a bud at him, and it hit him right here in the head. And he looked down.
A weed bud?
A bud of cannabis.
Okay, yeah.
Because I had super abundances back in those days. So in my appreciation at the one show, I threw a bud, and I wanted it just to land at his feet up on the stage. I overthrew it, hit him right in his pineal gland. And when he saw it, he got the biggest grin on his face ever. And just genuinely, he's like, my God, thank you so much. And he held it out. It was a great moment. It really was.
Yeah.
Dude.
What do you think of Cage? Dude, I love that illest. Cage is the illest 4-letter word or whatever. I forget the song. It's the illest 4-letter word in the world is Cage, is what it was, or something. And then he kind of went emo a little bit.
Yes, because he changed his whole look. Like he used to be just like a toothpick with attitude, and he went toe to toe with a guy by the name of Marshall Mathers back in the day. It was the white boy cracker hip hop battle. It truly was. And people were like, where did this little motherfucker from Detroit come from? And we all wanted to know who he was going to end up with. And I was one who was visibly depressed when he signed on with Dr. Dre, because I was like everything Detroit and East, not the other way. But
so I think it's fair to say that you're a fan of smut peddlers.
Yeah, I know him.
I love Artifacts. Rest in peace, Tame One.
Artifacts is on the wrong side of the tracks, El the Sensei.
Tame One died last year. Did you know that? He passed?
Tame died. Shane Schuler, Richard Hart's brother, and I, you guys will all notice, are now talking about a cultural lane that a lot of people don't know. And you and I are like this on this. And I'm telling you, this is the first time that I ever heard that Tame One died. And
yeah, rest in peace. I think it was December last year. That dude was a graffiti writing. Dude, that dude was ill as hell.
Dude, they tagged it all up.
Yeah, I used to do that in my day.
Oh, I found it. Oh shit, you guys are in for a treat right now.
Wave twisters.
Yeah, I'm gonna get through just a little bit more of this chat here, so I don't feel like. Oh
yeah.
My God, you guys are working this chat like a motherfucker, man.
Good night, Hexy. Good night, Hexy Quinn.
Oh, is she going?
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. These guys are all very, very excited that Shane Schuler's up in the house. I'll tell you what, man.
I'm glad you guys are here, and I appreciate your support.
Well, you might have found a flavor, an alignment of some of your people with my crowd, bro, my regulars. Well, these guys and gals who support me. Now, don't get it wrong. We're like DeFi. We're like Hexico. Okay, we're not elitists in the slightest, and our door is always open. That having been said, some other folks chose to draw lines at certain times because they were like all about, I don't know, conformity, statism, legacy side entities, things of this nature. as well as general dickheadedness and cuntiness. But go ahead.
Can I speak on that and some of the different factions,
Please
right?
do, by all means.
So
and there are factions. Yes, we talked about this last episode.
I understand that there are factions, and it's kind of annoying sometimes, the infighting within our subgroups. But I also look at it as another form of decentralization that actually benefits us, right? You got the, they refer to themselves as the true-blooded hexicans, where it's all hex, only hex, everything else is a scam, right?
Yeah, and their shit doesn't stink. I don't know if you ever heard that before.
Well, they're trying. I believe that they are doing good. I believe there's room for everyone in Hexico. Whether you're in this one, whether you're in that one, whether you're in this one, eventually we all connect. You know what I mean? We're all on the same team.
Hey, with your brother laying back, you could be a voice of unification that we sorely need.
I'm trying to be. I see a lot of infighting and people, like some influencers, this, that. I'm not gonna speak on it, but like, dude, let's quit. Like, let's cut it out. This is like high school and shit. Sometimes, man, we all the same goal. We're the same.
For my part, man, every man and woman enters into my purview with the exact same chance. You got to fuck it up for me to even make any kind of judgment, or actually, truthfully, care. Because with 4 little ones and 3 jobs in this stream and my community and everything else, I really don't have time. I'm sure your life is quite full. Shane, do you find that it's getting fuller? Are you getting like book requests or movie requests or documentary? Like, is there anything you could talk about?
It's funny you bring that up. Since one of my new friends, Mr. Left House, who is a movie producer, which makes great content, he has 8 different movies, which I have not all seen yet. We just met recently. The Rabbit Hole. Go check that out. That's a great movie. And we were talking. Yeah, The Rabbit Hole. Left Action House is at, I believe. But we were talking about possibly getting together and making a trailer.
Oh wow, that would be.
We can't speak on the name of it, but
hey, I could see it, man. I can see it, dude. It's a natural, compelling, story for real.
Absolutely. I see a comment here. It looks very nice. Can I read it? It's
please, by all means.
Okay. MT Coiner. As long as we can all lock arms and march forward together, when the time comes, then the factions are fine. Not all personalities work together. Some are more tolerant than others. I love all hexicans, and that's a great angle to take, MT Coiner. There's a point that we will all connect, right? You got your Twitter chats over here. They got their Twitter chats. But Richard's, when my brother's fucking there, we all come together and listen.
I hope that is true. I got to tell you, though, quite honestly, some of my problems with some of the people in this community issue from the fact that they hate your brother's fucking guts. They fucking hate sovereignty and autonomy. They're just here.
But they're not hexicans.
No, well, they call themselves that, and they sure do pitch their shit to the whole community. That's sometimes where it comes from for my part. I'm not an elitist. I'm not hey, I got this jacket on and he's got a different one. Like, I'm not that dude. I never have been.
That's anything that's anything in life. We're going to come across that anywhere in life. We just got to figure out ways to become more, I guess, not necessarily tolerant, but able to absorb things, take them, think about it, and then project it in a manner that we can all understand. Because so many of us on Twitter just, laughy face, my brain big, your brain small, my brain big, it's like, shut up, guys.
I like it. And Jawa gives us a nice one here, Shane. This is cool.
I'm working on 2 different things. I look on the computer's a little bit slower here.
That's okay, bro. Do your thing.
I'm glad I reached out to Shane and got Thoth in contact. This definitely is a vibe. Thank you, Jawa. Great recommendation. I appreciate it. You are the salt of the true earth.
He is. He truly is. He's got a good heart. This guy. He's one who show improved with me. And I'm just so thankful that Jawa's in my tribe, in my life now. He's a good character, man.
RH
Truly is.
says, I don't know if Torrin is in contact with my brother, but he says RH says do better. I'm trying, Torrin and Richard, bro. We're only up and to the right. Hold on, up and to the right from here.
Nice, very
So,
cool. 𝕂𝕂ℚ is a Mexican who's been in the community for a while, but like about 4 or 5 other guys, he never came on a live stream before until he recently came on mine. And that's the kind of stuff that just, Shane, it tickles the shit out of me when I get to host some of these guys, you know, to profess their feelings about this thing and everything. You know, it's beautiful.
That's great to have growth on your own channel, and especially one that is like this. And it's much like the point that I was making earlier. This is an art piece of what you created here.
Thank you, man. I believe
it's self-expression.
Oh,
and
Shane, thank you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for bringing us all this entertainment and education.
It's some days, some weeks, it's really a challenge, but I have to tell you, I've gotten, I don't care what time, what epoch you're talking about, since I've been here, I get so much more than I could ever give to these good people. I mean, you know, I've been down and out. I've been going through some rough shit. Some of my closest people will know. It's not people that are within 10 or 20 miles of me in the last 2.5 years that have been there for me. It's these people.
It's like rappers, right? You never get support from your own town, your friends, or you never get support from your family or your neighbors. You got to go outside of the box. And then once you're appreciated there, everyone's just late to the game. So it's your closest friends and family are never like the supporters of you, right? It just doesn't seem to, oh, look where I'm at. But yeah, I get what you're saying for sure.
KD
and on that note, you know, everyone throw THOTHSCHILD a few bones. Throw him some ERCs. He's got some tough times. We are, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Throw
I'm
some
real
fivers,
careful with that.
some 5ers, some 10ers. Well, you know, you know, we all go through some times. I'm going through some shit times. You're going through some shit times. We're at the bottom of a bear, right? So
yeah, and for as vulnerable and transparent as I am, I know some people won't believe it, but there's a bunch I don't share with you guys, but it's real. You know, I do have 4 innocents. They're the kind of ones you want. They're going to be contributions to humanity, guys. I'm proud of them. But that isn't something that ever takes care of itself. If you have a hard time, for example, owning a dog or a cat, you know, I just want you to know, like, it's realer than a heart attack when there's 4 innocent incarnations. Like, really, like, yeah, they need you.
And one thing I want to like bring up is like there is a lot of Hexicans that got letters from the SEC and then asked for donations. You know what I mean? And I think that it's not a bad thing to ask. You know what I mean? I think we need to stop victimizing people that put their ERC-20s on the YouTube as opposed to going through YouTube and having YouTube get a cut. Is that DeFi?
This was my point. This was always my point. I said, why would you want to give that much of your blood, sweat, and tears, intending it for me, and then 40% is going to go to the enemy?
Yeah, like,
I mean, you know, my God.
Is that decentralized? That sounds pretty centralized to me. So, like, yo, if you're a crypto YouTuber, just throw your ERC-20s in there and like. Instead of like the super chats and stuff like that. And
yeah, I got a Cash App and a Venmo in the show and channel descriptions. And then I have the ERC-22. I'll tell you a smart thing that, well, actually it's a great fortune and blessing, but I have a good friend in the community who's an OG and really educated. And he was getting mad that I was stuck with this ERC-20 donation address up. And he said, you know, I don't like the idea of some of these assholes tracking all your shit. So he went, and do you know that he got me the THOTHSCHILD.wallet address?
Oh, hell yeah.
Got it for me. So now I have, like, I'm in the process of setting it up, but I have, you know, everything, .eth, .avax, you know, Binance crap chain, you know, whatever it is. But I just think that's so, it's so thoughtful, and it is actually some
awesome.
ninja OPSEC as well, you know.
Yeah, I just think it's like, dude, we shouldn't, like, if someone's giving content to the community, it's not like people are begging, oh, send me money. They're just putting it out there, man. It's like, support your people. That's all.
Transaction exchange for value, the comedy, the analysis, the education, the music, the hosting, the art, like that's me putting my heart and soul into it. And I never was shilling, say, a token or a coin or a competitor chain or anything like that. It was basically my creativity, Shane, that I was. So thank you for what you say. That really means more to me than you'll ever know.
Did we need to normalize that? You know what I mean? And it's not like people need to get the stick out of their ass. You know what I mean? Even if you throw from you throwing your ERC20 and the entertainment and education that you provide us to the Hex influencers going through a SEC lawsuit. You know what I mean? Let's not just like shit on everyone. It's just drama. Oh, let me type something because it made me feel. Oh, because I don't get to ask people for. Or, you know what I mean? Just like cut the shit, dude. Let's be better. Let's do better.
If that makes somebody mad, yeah, I don't know, man. You might have to review a little bit because I could easily point out the hypocrisy in one's own life. I mean, did you pay for milk this week? Did you pay for gas? Yeah, okay. I don't know, but KD, wow, what a compliment. And yeah, Joe, I know I don't get the reflective schmutz on because when I'm doing carpentry and contracting work, when you get abrasives on that no glare shit, have you ever seen a pair of glasses when it starts chipping off and you can't even see through the motherfuckers? But I get your point. I hate that glare too. I'm sorry. I got to do something about
it. Java is literally saying, I would rather you not see than me go blind looking at your glare.
Oh, my nose bridge. Are you kidding? Look at that. And I also was in a lot of fist fights and took a couple. Say that.
Hey, this is fun. Look at this.
Yeah, man.
It just goes in.
Oh, that's hot. Now, was this at the pool hall when you and Richard took on that whole group of guys? You were at that lake bar, and Richard might have pissed off a guy because his girl was liking Richard more, I heard, and he got you in a fist fight.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah. No. Okay. So Richie was over at the bar, right?
Yes, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
You were playing pool, right?
I was playing pool with the boys.
Okay.
Right. And this was kind of not necessarily as high class of a place that we'd go to. We kind of dressed down a little bit, I wasn't, but we just were like, hey, bro, let's head out to this spot around the corner. There's nothing crazy. But yeah, there was a scuffle at the bar, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know what was said. All I know is someone pushed my brother, and then a fucking brawl, started. And I don't know. I just get punched in the damn face. Ooh. And I need to be in Qatar like the next like 2 days later for a meeting, right? And my face was just all fucked up. It was all swollen, black eyes. I got punched in the nose once, and like I was just angry. So then I just tackled the guy to the ground and just start hitting his head off the cement.
Yeah, that's the version I got.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And then somebody pulled me off, and I was kind of pissed.
You're taller than your brother, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
Oh, that's how tall I am. Richard's not a little guy. We all know that.
On that note, watch everyone's shoots their shot at him because that's the one thing that Richard doesn't keep up, dude. Wait, probably 1 year after, if it was anything like I remembered, he's probably gotten better. Wait 1 year after Pulse Chain, you're gonna see that guy getting shade.
Wow, you heard it here, folks.
He's gonna take all. He's been focusing all his energy on this, right? And then he's gonna take it to the next. He's gonna shift from here to the physical aspect of bettering himself. I believe. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing it. I also believe that Pulse Chain is gonna launch on Independence Day, but it's not a guarantee. That's just what some of my intel has been informing me about, but I've been misinformed before. Sorry, Richard.
Sorry.
A lot of people were paying attention when you said that, Shane. They thought you might have the inside scoop. Hey, Balliet Brand, one of our true OGs. This guy's like the heart of Hexico, you know. Balliet Brand. I don't know if you're familiar with him, Shane, but he is a good character.
Balliet Brand.
Balliet Brand.
Oh yeah, I've seen. I think I followed him. If not, I'll give you a follow. I love some psilocybin as well. I probably need to get more in touch with that and head into the woods and become. You know, a little
Well, my
more
shaman is here. That's Hex Mac. He's my shaman, so he's always down to, you know, you give him a little notice, he'll be down for a conversation about that.
Hell yeah, cool.
Okay, so Sandy, you know these guys. Cool, man. Yeah, Babu. Like he said, what's your cut hand? What's your best cut hand? What's your snap hand or your crab scratch hand? And I said, I typically am doing my record work with my right, and I do my, you know, orbital flares and whatnot with my left. And he turned me around and he tagged up my shoulder real big. I wouldn't wash that jacket for a very long time. Babu got skills. Thud Rumble. Yeah, we know that, man. They made the butter rugs, Thud Rumble. When I was younger, we used to go to the store and get the plastic bags, fit them to the turntable, you know, press them down so they'd stretch out and make a mark. And then we would cut it out, poke a hole through the middle, and that was our butter rug, like under our slip mat. Made your shit go real smooth. And then Q*bert's company and Thud Rumble and them started coming out with something called butter rugs. But Thud Rumble, that's a great name.
Yo, can we bring back Scribble Jam?
Well, you know, maybe Hexicans will have the, you know, the economic power and the means to do so, dude. Yeah. Yeah, Torrin pointed this out earlier, too. You know, have you heard of DJ Cryptomatic, Shane, the German DJ?
You know what? Yeah, I have, and I follow him on Twitch, and I like his stuff.
Well, he was on one of my shows. I do something for the OGs called First Movers, and he was one of my interviews. And do you know, if you watch it, it's still up on my channel. He and I talked about what you and I were talking about in underground hip hop and shit, hip hop history for about 2 hours nonstop. People were bugging off of it. It was pretty funny.
I could go on and on about that. We should meet up again in the future and just like.
Well, let's have a round table, man. I would love to invite you to that.
A lot of
these,
now,
for real.
Sometimes a lot of these AMAs can be kind of stressful being on the hot seat. I just kind of want to chill with you, bros.
Well, you know? I did observe that Romanian Dan didn't let you off the hook on your first interview. Oh, yeah. And I remember his first question was, is Richard gay?
Yeah.
Said,
I was like, what the fuck?
Something.
Yeah. I was like, my first fucking, like, okay, a little bit of TikTok on Romanian Dan. I'm fucking nervous. I'm sweating. He's trying to ask what kind of holes my brother sticks his penis in.
Yeah,
as if it was any like.
You thoughtfully paused. You thoughtfully paused, and you went, "Well, we're all a little gay for something."
It's on a spectrum,
dying,
right?
dude. Fuck.
It's on a spectrum.
Good night,
but yeah. I don't think it's anybody's business what anyone's sexual orientation is. Anyone should fuck whoever they want.
It's kind of boring, just like the whole idea of race, right? It's just, oh my god, man.
It's so
silly.
Tired.
Who cares?
So tired.
Paul, I have never ever touched. Do you know how many things I have in wallets that I never put there? I have never interacted with any of that shit. That's for all of us, what Paul says.
Yeah. Don't, if you find weird tokens in your wallet, like, look it up on Twitter, and if it's
just go on Etherscan. They'll 9 times out of 10 they even say this is fucked.
Yeah, for sure. You got to be careful with that, especially. My brother says NFTs are a scam. Mostly they are, but he's got to tell us because we're dumb and we don't know how to take proper security to go about things. So it's just easy enough to say, quit fucking around with your net worth, your life.
You know, your microphone seems to have fucked up again a little, Shane. Just a little.
Mic check.
There it is. Bam. Perfect again, bro. This is a good point from Torrin too, man. This crew loves to laugh, but we ain't here to clown the fuck around.
Dude, can I read Hexmac's comment here? This is good.
Please do.
Hexmac, when you ask someone for their sexual orientation, you basically are asking them what makes them come, and that's fucking weird. I do not want to know what makes you come, you fucking deviant. That's true. That's true.
He's got a way of putting things. I'm telling you. He's the hip hop era's answer to Meister Eckhart. Question now for Richard's brother. Do you have an opinion on the fellas from PP, the Brit Hexy bastard? He's a friend, I would say. He ran the poor pleb token, and now they have this 9-inch Dex. Do you have any opinions on it, Shane?
I have no other choice than support my brother fully, right? However, if you're gonna fork 1 inch, you might as well make it erect.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not even going to ask you to distill that down any further, my friend. That's sufficient, what you just said.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you're going to do a thing, just do it correctly.
Yeah. I love memes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sure. I know what you
coins.
mean. I know what you
coins,
mean.
I stay away, but
You know, the thing about NFTs too, your brother was really kind of broadly dismissive of it, and we all loved the way he said it because we all used it at some point. You know, a JPEG loosely affiliated with fucking URL that may or may not exist. You know, and it was great. But I think my credit to the independent mind of your average Hexican is that didn't prevent our people from going out and getting the education on it themselves and learning that whole Mickey Mouse thing or the Mark McGuire baseball card has nothing on the fact that a non-fungible token contract can be attached to another contract or a document. And now we have real, wow, use case for these things.
Yeah, he has to say that to protect us, right? And
he educated and saved a lot of people. You're right.
He really does. And I'm a little bit more open-minded with him. And he has this, I believe that there is a use case for NFTs in the future, right? Obviously, they wouldn't be attached to your life worth, your net worth, right?
Yeah.
Your $10 million, you know what I mean? But you're gonna get a concert pass in the future. It's gonna be an NFT. Click, boom, whatever. You know what I mean? And he was basically telling us, don't spend $100,000 on a monkey. Why would you ever do that? You know what I mean? But there are some cool. I believe that there's room, and I believe that it helps onboard people in the Hexico. I don't show NFTs, but the people that the crypto punks, they're from what I saw, there looks to be the hex punks and things like that, the staker class, and they seem like pretty cool guys, and everything seems to be pretty safe with them,
Right.
But I
people
think that brings value.
Securities there. And it does. It does.
I think it brings value into Hex, and it educates people that don't know about Hex, right? Their whole plan is to onboard people and tell them that, hey, don't buy NFTs, buy Hex instead, which
or spread it. Make sure once you spread it, you got a fair amount up in that piece, because that's the one, guys. That's the one that's going to make the difference. Jawa, this is too clever. I don't know if you saw this, Shane Schuler, but our brother Jawa is going to probably make a meme coin, and it's going to be called Erect.
That's funny.
And this would make sense. Eric Wall to endorse. What do you think, Shane, of some of these guys who have publicly come out and ended up being the foil maybe for fearless leader, your brother now, Richard Hart, Andreas Antonopoulos and Peter McCorfag come to mind. I guess Eric Wall does as well. Do you had any exchanges with these sorts?
So a lot of the intel from some of the sleuths have gathered that it's most likely Eric Wall that confiscated my Monero.
Okay.
I had another cold wallet with plenty of Bitcoin on it. Hopefully that didn't get in his hands. Hopefully that Bitcoin made it to the hex big payday multiplier.
This is kind of earth shaking here, folks. Really shame. So it could be postulated that Eric Wall started his investment consultation business with, I don't know, funds that may or may not have belonged to you, sir. I don't know. That's a rough one.
We probably won't know because it's Monero.
Oh,
unfortunately. Yeah. But bygones, let's let bygones be bygones. We're moving forward, never backwards, always forward thinking.
This I like. Look at those. I think that's my cue. I'm going to put on Wave Twisters. We're going to have a brief intermission, but you guys watching the show who don't want to step away from the screen, you're about to see one of probably me and Shane's favorite things of our entire hip hop youth.
Which segment are you going to show them?
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm playing Razor Blade Alcohol Slide before we quit this exercise, but I like it very much from the very intro. So I'm going to actually play it from the intro so we could see the toothpaste thing and all that.
Hell yeah. Michael, check. Did we crash? Hey everybody, can you hear me? Mic check. Oh well. Mic check. All right, hey everybody. So welcome to Wave Twisters. I have a knife, and since we're here private, listen. You guys need to stop fucking with Richard and fucking with other coins and doing all this bullshit. You need to stake. Actually, you know what? Don't stake. Just hold the coins. I'll dilute you. But playing around and let me entertain you while I'm on the screen. So what do you guys want to talk about today? We can talk about foods. I love things like shrimp curry. Java likes knives. This isn't actually a knife for you knife likers. This is just a razor blade. I find them more useful. Guns are cool. I don't necessarily have any, but I want all of the other people to have them, so I don't have to, right? I'm not getting my hands dirty. Let me also, okay. I wonder if he thinks that he's playing Wave Twisters. What's my favorite treatment? Acupuncture.
Wow.
Hey, welcome back. I was just holding it down. What's up?
I did tell you guys that I had the MindSpray remote emote unit out for the first time ever. It's a skeleton kind of setup. I also noticed that at this secret location, which may or may not be a 1.5-star hotel. The Hindu boy at the counter just gave me a vibe of being quite adroit with computers. Maybe smelled like a hacker, and I was like, "Oh
Really?
my god!" I said, "I got to be very careful here." I said, "I'm going to run everything off my phone, my mobile hotspot." So bada bing, bada boom, I'm doing that, and then the phone, dies. So that's why I lost you guys. I'm really glad to see that you're still here.
Yeah. You got to watch out for tech support taking over the hotels. That happens frequently.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we were about to take an intermission when I got kicked the fuck off. But if you're in the middle of a conversation, I don't want to interrupt you there, Shane. Sorry.
I'll just go through these real quick.
Sure.
He likes knives, guns. He has made too many. What's your favorite treatment? I said acupuncture. Clothing and food wide, tracksuits, turtlenecks, and tracksuits, turtlenecks, pole shirts, ascots, of course.
Ascots for the accoutrement. Okay.
Of course.
What are your shoes, Shane? You like boots, sneaks? Does it depend on the event or the moment? What's your...
Well, I prefer I don't walk around with Nikes on my Adidas tracksuit. Let's just say that.
Word.
Yeah. So
you're not like a cowboy boots guy, then? Fair to say.
No, if anything, I mean, the last time I had to wear boots, probably gonna have to do was back with the Dad's AC company. But I like just regular Timberland style boots.
Yeah.
I don't like cowboy boots.
Yeah, I do hikers a lot myself.
Is that what they're referred to as?
I don't know. There's the construction boot style, which used to be big.
Like lugs. Yeah. Like, okay, Wu-Tang boots.
Woo boots.
Wu-Tang glam boots.
Yeah. Unless you were ghosts, and then you were rocking the what? The fly wallabies.
Oh, the wallabies. Yeah.
Dude, he kept that company afloat. He alone.
Yeah.
He's like, you say that word with a French accent. Accoutrement.
Is hold on, I'm just looking at the comments here. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Where was that?
What is the second best ever invention for dudes? What is the first best? I might have missed something. The pocket pussy? The fleshlight?
That's the first. You don't have to pay alimony to your pocket pussy.
This is a heavy question, though. I don't know if you saw it. Balliet Brand. Is Shane a Mason?
No, however, I study the Masonic principles.
As do I, my friend. As do I. The second best invention ever is boxer briefs with the pocket for your junk. I do like that. Yeah, because I couldn't wear those. Yeah, those briefs. They were constricting.
Are we sure Jawa's just not shilling his underwear company?
Erect boxer briefs. Ooh.
I used to be a boxers guy, but I actually like Ethicas. I mean, I shouldn't shout out the name, but I like Ethica type compression shorts.
Jawa, shut the fuck up, man.
Salt of the earth. How does that work when you get at night?
No, he says I shill knowledge, sir. Oh my gosh.
I like your helmet. It's a hedron head or something.
Yeah, I never knew what that was, but it's how I know it's Jawa.
Use me undies for 10% off.
Paul Sachs asks, how do you do the belt buckle tuck? Is that a sex trick?
Belt buckle tuck.
He's looking it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that whenever you tuck your shirt in to show your belt buckle? Because I don't do that.
Oh.
So
I don't think I've ever owned something that I'd be like, hey, I check out my belt buckle, yo.
Well, I have actually somewhere. I have a cassette tape that is a belt buckle. So in that case, you might want to.
Whoa, that's 𝕄𝕀ℕ𝔻𝕻𝕚𝕝𝕝. MT Coiner, I love it. This is what my community is about. I struggle with underwear. Hey, man, Hundo, brother, thank you for sharing, man. You're being vulnerable with people you can trust.
With wearing it or choosing what kind? It's
Hey, I'm
very
not going to even dig
broad.
in, but Shane, you're allowed.
Okay.
You know, he
Sorry.
struggles. He struggles
Sorry.
with it. No, sir, I wasn't trying to scold you, Shane. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to come off that way. Bearded Saints here. Hello, Bearded Saint. Welcome. Yes, I do have Shane Schuler, who is fearless leader Richard Hart's brother. Everyone. All right. My
brother owns the world's largest diamond. Yours does not. I don't care how hard you work. You will never own the largest diamond. My brother does.
He ain't never lied, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that much. Well, that's a new one. Hex Trafficker. There's a lot of beards. A lot of beards.
What is the fixation? It's just people do that just to show that their desire for something to launch. I get it. I assume.
Do you wear a bolo tie, Shane Schuler? Have you ever been seen wearing a bolo? It's got a little grommet and the two pieces of leather come down either side, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, not if it's up to me.
Right.
Sorry, guys.
Right.
Sorry for all the West. You know what?
You could probably rock one. You spend enough time in Texas, you might. You are an East Coaster though by birth and by the world you were raised in, right? I know your people had
Florida,
roots in Western PA, but you're in Florida then when you're born, right?
I got a lot of friends up there. We did, visit. I even got some friends in Allentown. I think that's over.
Allentown's near where I am, bro. I can see Allentown on a clear day.
Yeah.
And then I can also see Manhattan on a clear day, and I can see Philly on a clear day.
Yeah, my buddy lives in Allentown. I don't know why he just never goes to New York. What the hell's wrong with you?
I know it's literally an hour across Jersey.
I have so much fun. Like I remember one time I went to New York and we could have got this 5-star bullshit, but I was like, let's live it up. I'm gonna go to the Chelsea hostel and live where Sid Vicious stabbed his girlfriend. Well,
I can't believe you just said that, dude. I spent the night there. I totally spent the night there.
Like $75
at the Chelsea. I did. I swear to God, I spent a night at and we were like, I wonder if we're in the room where,
Yeah. Dude, I loved. Dude, if I was going to New York, I'm going to the Chelsea hostel again. I met some Europeans. They're cool as hell. And
this is freaking me out how much you and I have in common, Shane. Like, hey, there's a lot. It's pretty impressive.
Hell yeah.
Jawa keeps telling me to do this, man. Right now I'm homeless, but getting LASIK or PRC eye surgery will be great. Sure.
Okay, Jawa, give him a twundo. Give him a twundo towards the LASIK. That's up to you guys, the community.
It's my fault for getting in a fight with a Napoleonic drunk redneck landlord.
I thought you were gonna say it's my fault for having eyes.
Two divergent topics.
Wait, you got into a fight with a Polish landlord?
No, Napoleonic, meaning he was short and I'm 6'2", and I think he felt some kind of inferiority complex since the day I signed my lease, and I was never that way. And
you must have used a stepping stool to get up there.
Well, one day he would start showing up to give me orders. I'm renting from him, and I do a lot of work. I never called him once for a piece of trim, for a leaky faucet. I don't do that. I just take care of the shit. If it doesn't cost a lot of money, I'm just the type that does it. But he started showing up drunk. My landlord did all the time. And my live stream viewers will remember there was a day, Shane, last year when this gentleman in question stole like $60 from me and the kids, and then another time, so drunk, he pushes past me to come into my place, which is like a little trailer, a big one, but it's a trailer in the woods, which is where I wanted to be. It's exactly what I needed after a lot of years in the cities. And he pushes past me, Shane, and makes a beeline for my refrigerator, opens it, and pulls out a beer. And I said, I'm either going to kill this person or I got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it sounds like he thought the relationship was a little bit different than you did.
Well, dude, that's the thing. It was emasculating, Shane. Yeah, I don't think like any real man in here would like that. Like if a guy's like talking down to you, I'll smack you right upside your fucking grill. I don't care how big you are, how little you are, who you are. If you're a man, you say that shit to another man, duck down. This guy had me over a barrel because there's nothing for rent where I live, and I got 4 children and I got dual custody. So I took it. I took a lot, man. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Yeah. My buddy in Allentown is saying the same thing. Like, it's so hard to find a place. He was saying because everyone moves out of New York there.
That's exactly what it is where I'm at, Shane, because this is all woods. So people who can't stand Philly and have money come up here. People from Manhattan and Brooklyn who can't stand the city, they got money. They take their weekends here. They've priced the locals, you know, right out of the game, and KAH-19 didn't do anything to help that. Like they came out here in droves.
Rents are high. He's in like a shit apartment, and it's rent's like he's like in 1 bedroom. It's like I've been there. It's all right, but it's overpriced and shit. Trying to get him out of there.
What is what's the description, Jawa, for which thing? For this show, for this episode, I wonder. I can't even remember. Dude, guys, it was hectic today because Shane had intermediaries, friends, agents, lawyers, harem mother, you know, like the whole crew, man. They were checking in like, hello, I'm so-and-so. I'm calling for the 25th time today to confirm that you're real and that Mr. Schuller's coming on. I said, yeah. Security clearance, you know. You could even have one of the people that's looking out for you could be like right outside this place right now, Shane. I don't even know. I just know it was deep. Well, this hotel or this remote unit where I'm doing this episode, you know. Paul Sachs.
I think you'll be all right.
Oh no, I mean your people, they'd be looking out for me, you know, because there might be people who object to the surfacing, you know, of Richard's brother, man. Like, you know how much venom your brother has to withstand.
Yeah, I don't think he thought the timing was going to work out like this. And that's probably why he's got to kind of ignore me. But whatever.
I got you.
I'm going to make it right, bro.
I believe you, man. I believe you, and I believe in you, Shane Schuller, man.
Well, thank you.
We're going to take a little intermission here with the Wave Twisters, like I promised, okay, a little while ago. I got to take a raging piss. But we are coming back. Is that okay with you, Shane? You got a little bit more time?
Yeah. I'm good. My schedule was unfortunately pretty wide open right now. So, and even if everything fails and Wave Twisters rugs again, I'll hang out with the crew.
My man, Pots and Pans. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, a true brother, a true Hexican, and the actual brother of fearless leader Richard Hart. We'll be back for you in just a little bit. And it goes a little something like.
And now, for that secret mouthwash,
Am I muted?
No, you might want to mute.
It is a strange story.
Now you're
muted.
Back.
Red alert. Red alert.
Bucket head. Wow. Now, see, this is where it gets hard. This is where it gets hard because I don't want to skip, but I don't want to take up the whole show doing this either. What do you think, Shane? Should I play Red Worm and then Razor Blade Alcohol Slide, or the combat scene is pretty dope. You're muted. If you're talking, you're muted.
Mic check.
There you go. I can hear you now, sir.
One of my favorite parts of it where they're in the space cars.
Oh, this is it. The battle heats up.
Okay, cool.
Wait, is this when they're shooting at each other, or is this when they're racing like through the tunnel or whatever? I think this is the one you want to see. If it isn't, just throw me a hand signal if I can't hear you, Shane Schultz.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Oh,
Twelve seconds to impact.
Flashing on fools. Oh, right here. Ass in the back.
Blessing on fools.
Yeah.
Yeah, bucket heads in here.
Take him.
I gotta tell you, man, this is too funny. And I have like Shane, I don't know if I told you this the first time that we spoke, like off the stream, but you know, my initial idea for what I'm doing here is if I could manage it, meaning time and resources, I was going to start the first Hexican variety show. And I've said it out loud, so it's not like I'm, you know, letting some alpha out of the bag. If somebody steals my idea, you know, I'll just have my Boricua brothers come up from Philly and pay them a visit. But no, that haven't been said. One of the things that I would do was I had a bunch of skits. I've written about like, I don't know, 12, 15 skits for Hexico. And one of my characters is a chin man who's Penobscot. Yeah, Penobscot J. Rapidophorin is my chin man character. And he was going to be trying to onboard the rest of the chin people. So whenever I see the bad guys, the stormtroopers for the Red Worm here and Wave Twisters, I always think of Penobscot.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm going to go ahead and move on, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, yeah. I mean, I'll watch. I mean, I can just sit here and watch this all day.
I can watch this whole damn movie. I agree. Look, guys, the head of this track, you know what we mean when we say the head. It's like the chorus, okay, in a traditional song. The head of this track is the most catchy and memorable turntable line in history to me. Just to me. It's infectious. You will hear this tomorrow at work in your head. So check this out. And the whole thing is just the head, Q*bert soloing insanely with Yoga Frog, D Styles, and what's that big redhead cracker's name? I can't even fucking remember.
Action Bronson?
No, the turntablist. I'm not a big Action Bronson fan.
You don't like Action?
No, because he's ripping off Ghostface delivery to me.
Yeah, I mean, he just sounds like him, but yeah.
So who is the guy in Q*bert's crew? The big redheaded dude.
What was his crew called?
We're all like Filipinos.
There's Beat Junkies, Beat Nuts. What was his crew?
Oh my Jesus God. Scratchy the Steel. It wasn't Thud Rumble. Oh my God. Invisible Scratch Pickles. How could I forget that?
Oh my God. Yeah.
How could I forget Invisible Scratch?
Yeah.
I'm talking turntablism and hip hop with Shane Scholler, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Hart's brother. I can't believe this. I'm floating right now. This is fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not acceptable for you to forget that, but me, you can give me a pass because I'm not a DJ.
Just a just a backpacker, yo. Just a old man. I don't know how I turned into an old man, dude. I used to be fresh as fuck. Check this out, guys. The razor blade alcohol slide. Apparently the soloists are only Q*bert and D Styles. I thought it was the 4, but actually these are 2 guys like jazz musicians, which is what these guys are. This is 2 turntablists, for those who aren't familiar, going back and forth after the head. Check this out.
C1, take 4.
Cut like a guillotine.
You know what, guys? I messed up. This isn't the final version. This is the second take. But I'm sorry, this is the second take. This isn't the original version I will play. The interesting thing about this, guys, that you're seeing right now is that when they did the video, the whole track, of course, is, coming out of the mix set, but this is these guys live as they're being, recorded, doing this, which is really cool.
Wave Twisters. This is the battle. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go and listen to the song Razor Blade Alcohol Slide, which should be in here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to look up the isolated, but I'll play this a while for all the good people. Fucking sick, dude. Fucking sick. Oh, god damn. Yeah. That's faster. That's faster. I'm sorry. I could do everything he could do. I have problems with some of them double orbital flares actions. With the wrist is hard, but what he just did there, like I could do a really nice, like crisp, like fast, like 30-second note thing, but I could never do it as. Oh my God.
He's in 64ths.
He's so precise. No, it's just clean. It's just, and if you were to look at the waveform, right, on a digital audio workstation and look at his waveform, it would literally be
perfect.
Perfect. Yes. Perfect. I mean, this guy was sick, is sick, I should say. So we're going to stop that real quick. I am geeking right now, ladies and gentlemen, with Shane Schuler. This is kind of cool for the whole Hexico Nation, but I'm having a blast here, just me, myself. Wow.
Well, on that note, real quick, I want to remind me, one of my favorite DJ Q*bert videos was with him in the gas mask. That was one of my favorite. I forget what it's called, but he's like, just doing his thing.
He's got a lot of other albums that people don't know about. Yeah.
And one of my favorite albums of DJs was DJ Revolution Communication.
I met Revolution.
Hell yeah. Hey, here's a wild one. You ever meet R.A. the Rugged Man?
I never met him, but I'm familiar, and I'll tell you what, he's been in hip hop as long as I have. Like
he's on a Biggie track. You probably know that already.
Yeah, dude, he's been around forever.
He was one of my favorites, but then like I liked him whenever before the internet, and he was big, and he was kind of like a myth, right? And he was all rugged. He was the Rugged Man, right? And then he kind of cleaned up his act.
Yeah, when he had a daughter. When he had a daughter, that's what happened, right?
Yeah, and but he just kept on doing the boom bap, and I just wish that some boom bap lyricists would kind of get some 808s and start dragging some hi-hats, because I do think that they're It's like that these days, but man, if you're an old school rapper, you know, update your beats a little bit. So
Sure. Man, I'm down with it. I love it, man.
that's just my take on it.
My mind is wandering because you bring up all these cool things, you know. I'm thinking about. Hey, Rod the Rugged Man got his day in the sun, though. Did you hear that? I mean, not that a Biggie opportunity isn't a day in the sun, but you know, he got the he did get to do a track with the whole Wu-Tang here in the last year.
The last year? I know he did a while back, but hell yeah, I haven't heard anything.
I think it was the last year or two.
Cool. He brought on that dude named Afro, that kid. He was a young kid. He was like 16 at the time. He was
talking about. Yep. That kid had bars.
For sure.
All right, we're gonna listen to this.
Hell yeah.
What's going on with the comments? They seem like they dead stopped. For me, I should probably get YouTube on.
Dorsey is making troll comments.
You fuckers are still flapping your gums. Is that the last one you're seeing? Yeah, we are. We are, Dorsey. All right, Razor Blade Alcohol Slide, and then we'll talk a little more interviewee type action. Nothing on the hot seat though, Shane.
Cool.
Maybe.
Get ready for a lot of fun and excitement. Now, let's start.
God, I love it.
Cut like a guillotine.
Oh, I love it. Light them up. Dad, I can't do that. Yeah.
Thread the needle.
Oh my God. Too good. God damn.
I love his shit.
Oh, brother, man. Thank you so much for bringing that up, dude.
One of the other things that I always, whenever I tell people about this, there's 2 cartoon movies, right, that I tell them about. It's this, and it's called Dead Leaves. It's not hip hop, but it's like an anime, but the characters are drawn straight like graffiti. The dude's got a TV as the head. I love that shit too.
Now, boy, 2 things come to mind. I got to ask everybody this. You a Hayao Miyazaki fan, like My Neighbor Totoro? Like, they're real good movies for kids. It's some really nice anime. Miyazaki.
I don't know. I'm not much of an anime guy. And when people ask me about anime, I say I like Dead Leaves. It's the best anime ever.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, could you spell is it Leaves?
Yeah. If you just put it into Google, you'll see the artwork, and it's dope. And that's like one of the few that I like. I'm not too
Dead
much.
Leaves. And then so when you and Richard are growing up, were you guys into comic books kind of thing? Were you in any of that? Or I know you told our community that you were a BMX kid, right? Like you were more into the bikes.
Yeah, I like dirt bikes and skateboarding. But I do got a couple of things.
Oh my God, check it out. Wow.
Spawn. I got this back when I was like 8 years old. This is my first comic book, and they got like the John Wayne Gacy guy in the ice cream truck pulling off kids' fingers and sticking them to the wall.
Bearded Saint, nice one. Wow, Shane. I mean, I'm not familiar. I wasn't quite my speed, but that goes back. That one you have right there goes back to your childhood.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is one of the few things that I have left is like my bike, the cats, and a couple comics.
Well, there you go. Again, Richard Hart's fingerprints are probably all over that, right?
There you go. I'm trying to find this. Yeah, but this is Spawn, and that's I used to draw because of these comic books.
Wow.
Practice drawing. Where is this guy? Oh well, I guess I'll save the kids' fingers ripped off for another episode.
Yeah, save the gold, man.
Oh, I got a heavy metal one.
Oh, that's the OG shit right there, bro.
Me and my buddy were, what did we do back in? We were repoing houses or something like that. And then there was just a whole stash of comic books. I took a couple. Some more heavy metal. I don't know.
You found like original heavy metals at that job?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But the dude, like, there's sometimes just abandoned shit in the house that we're throwing away.
Sure. Wow.
And I only did that for I think I only did that once, and I got some comic books.
I came into a lot of crap myself in the trades, as a handyman, just doing, remodeling, additions. You come into a lot of people's old crap.
Yeah. I wonder if these are worth anything. Maybe I could sell some for some fucking T-shares.
There you go.
This was $4. This was $5 back then. When was this made? That's expensive. Whatever.
I'll tell you, everything's expensive right now.
No, I mean, this was expensive back then. $5?
Yeah. Oh, for one of those, sure.
Oh, this
bro.
is thick. This is thick. I don't know. I'm not like a comic book expert. I just like drawing pictures.
Yep. I hear you. Yeah, I was the same. I wasn't a big comic book kid, but the guys who had them, I appreciated them. It was before Batman was all it was truly dark. Like the Batman comics before they started making all those movies.
Dude,
as a matter of fact, those movies are probably those comics from the 80s are probably why they started making the movies.
Dude, I remember a comic book of Batman versus Superman where like their heads were ripped off. Like Batman, one of them killed the other one. Like I had this weird one. It's like a combination of Wolverine and Batman. It's called Dark Claw.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea about it, but
Dark Claw.
Yeah.
And that's like a Marvel.
This is this is Amalgam. So that was like before or something.
Nice. Or I should have said DC, I think, instead of
I think I'm more
that would be both, wouldn't it?
I like the weird off-brand like Amalgam independent shit because then you get the weird stuff.
Do you remember the artist R. Crumb? Do you remember how weird his shit was?
R. Crumb. That sounds
He was that
familiar.
doofy looking, nerdy looking American guy who would wear kind of a fedora and a corduroy coat, and he'd draw these graphic novels about how attracted he was to kind of overweight girls, and he would draw these real sexual pictures
He's
of
a
these
chubby
really fat
chaser.
women. Yeah. Oh my
I'm
god.
looking at his Google right now. I see him.
Yeah. Look at the images of his art. R. Crumb. You guys may remember that in the crowd.
I remember I used to love getting these things. What happened in my life? This is a DC.
Well, I have a sneaking suspicion what happened to our lives. It's called females, mostly.
Oh, yeah. There's none in this box. I can tell you that. And well, actually, they're just drawn, but no actual. I might be able to find a fleshlight, but not a human fleshlight.
Wow, how things have changed. Oh, he's still alive. Yeah, and another one from Philly. My God.
Man, Pennsylvania it's a sad place though. It's cold.
Do you think? It's actually quite beautiful here right now, man.
Yeah. You get like 3 months of nice weather. Yeah. I'm just fucking with you. And it's more like
that's okay.
4 or 6.
I wonder if I can share this one. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to show you guys some of this. For those of you who are maybe younger or maybe just never happened upon it, but this is just an example. Oh, shit. I got to find a better one than that, though. No, I do not want to be on that site. Oh, no. What's this? This is too funny. Richard R. Crumb, he had a unique way of seeing life that was kind of scary accurate. It's a boy.
What's that say?
Says, "Hey, come here. I got something I want to show ya." I don't know about you, Shane, but I might have a couple mornings at.
Yeah, that might be does R. Crumb have a criminal record by any chance?
Stream now.
If I was
did I lose you?
Mic check. Hello. Yo.
No, it's not your fault. It would be me, man. It would be me. It would be my fault. I think my network's bugging again.
Hell yeah, man. I was thinking the Hex meetup. We should do a Chelsea hostel Hex meetup. That'd be sick.
A Chelsea what now? On the who what?
A Chelsea hostel Hex meetup.
Ooh, that's a crazy idea, bro.
Why do you think the Hexicans are too pretty for us? You don't think they'd stay in a hostel?
Dude, I used to go to fucking. I didn't even like the Grateful Dead's music, but I used to go for the drugs and the girls and to make money. And I saw deadheads turn into crackheads when fucking they had shows on Long Island. So I don't know. Maybe I have PTSD from that. I don't know.
And maybe you probably spent a little more time there than I have. So you're probably a little bit more seasoned.
New York, yeah, I used to. My partner in my first band, a drummer, a guy who went on to produce music for Comedy Central. My homeboy Dundee was my drummer in a band called the Gap Math. It was kind of my compositions, like all my guitar shit. And I used to go up and see him all the time. He was a Philly, Baltimore guy, then Philly, and then he moved up to the city, up to Brooklyn. We tried to keep the project going, but it was impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible to have a proper working band if you're not, right there with your bandmates Oh my God. Did
It's
he
it's hard.
really?
It's hard enough to have roommates, let alone bandmates.
Well, it's the closest thing to like being married to a dude I ever want to be. And those years are long past. I couldn't really see myself touring again. Look at this though. Look at the ass on that. Oh my God.
Same guy, Arkram.
That's our Crumb, yeah. And
Oh,
I
that's
take it that's how he saw the Serena or Venus and Serena Williams, I guess. I don't know, but
I
congratulations.
think that's a pretty universal vision that we all have. I
Yes.
think.
Oh, you could bounce a nickel off that thing. Well done, God.
I remember.
Well
nickels.
done, God.
Good job, God.
I appreciate your efforts.
Good job, God.
Well, there's a good one. Holy shit. You seeing that, Mac? Oh, this guy, I don't know. That was a distinctive style.
Oh, I was informed by some of the it's nothing. It's no breaking news. It's whenever I made the statement of forking 1 inch, apparently I was incorrect, and they're forking something. They're forking Uniswap and Pancake Swap. So I'm uneducated on the thing. So.
Well, then I'm completely a dick too. But isn't 1 inch a fork of Uniswap already? So
yeah.
I don't know.
But
that's cool.
I just wanted to say this, throw that out.
Yeah, they tightened it up for us. Well done. Hex Max says, I saw plenty of that last Thursday. Well, I'm imagining you're talking about the hallucination patterns, the disturbing images, as well as the sightly females. Yes, indeed. I don't know what Homegirl's doing, but I approve.
Wafting, airing it out. That's what they used to do back in the day.
What in the world? This guy was on some stuff, man. Oh no. Oh.
Did you check out the visuals on Deadly? What the fuck? That looks like some Aqua Teen Hunger Force where Carl comes home and then he's got a hooker. And he's like, I don't mean to call you a whore, but you are a whore.
You know that Jesse Weaver, like Schoolie D, was one of my good buddies.
No shit.
And he was the voice of Meatwad, wasn't he? But he also did the song.
Frylock?
Not Frylock. No, I think he did the Meatwad voice. Maybe. I don't. He used to do some voices, and then he used to do the voice in between the scene changes on Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and he also did that music, that opening song.
Hell yeah. Okay, you mind if I swim in your pool? Anytime you come within a mile radius of my pool, you turn it into meat soup. I got a couple. Oh no, is that the Griffin, baby? Oh no. I got some popsicles in the basement.
That's a good one. Oh my God, well done.
Where's Petersman? Haven't seen the paperboy in like 6 weeks. All the popsicles are in the basement. Jesse,
that's too good, Shane. You're really good, man.
Come here, Jesse. Jesse. The little dog with the broken legs that he's crawling.
Hey, man, that's too good. I used to do a lot of voices myself. Well, everybody seems like they're getting yawny and tired. So maybe it's just like the natural time. I'm trying to think. No, it's not just you. The stream numbers have gone down. The comments have finally slowed down. I'm seeing it, thinking if there's any other groundbreaking kind of questions that I need to fit into this first one. I guess it can wait for our next chat.
Yeah, I enjoyed this time. love to come back on if you'd have
Oh my
me.
God, we would love it, Shane Schuler.
Thank you very much. Maybe we can have like a council of our peers and just bullshit about stuff.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep you, on the short list for any kind of the next music thing that happens. I tried to do a music edition of the Mind Spray one time, and I think I had more terrible audio issues on that one that was dedicated to music than any other. And I got so pissed off, I just didn't even pull the trigger. That was actually the time that I had Side Effects, who's probably our premier drum and bass DJ in the Hexagon community. I had one of his mixes playing, but StreamYard was malfunctioning, so I didn't have a monitor mix of what was going out to the world. And the fucking my tracks were playing the entire time. Fucking Side Effects thing was playing. It was like 40 minutes of just pure sneakers in the dryer with like something's in C and something's in A flat, and the one's 78 beats per minute, and the other one's 128. It was just, it sounded like an audio car accident, bro. I was so bummed out.
Well, I have a bit of a history with making a few beats on the old Reason, propeller head Reason. Maybe I'll send you some stuff.
I love it. And we would love as a community to hear it. We can even shoot the shit about it, man, for real.
Yeah, it's
so cool.
Cool. Hell yeah, man. Well, it's been a pleasure, Mr. THOTHSCHILD.
Mr. Child, right? You were calling me Mr. Child. I like that.
I didn't want to seem offended. Okay, Mr. Child. Mr. Child, thank you for having me on, and it's been a pleasure. I'm going to make like an abortion and head
out. Okay. Oh my God, what an honor. Episode 95. Guys, really quick, I do want to mention to everybody, while Shane's still here, May 19th, is it? May 19th. I'm looking for a little graphic we might have for the fucking thing. But May 19th, which is a Friday, 14 days from now, we're going to celebrate the first ever anniversary of the THOTHSCHILD channel and the Mind Spray program. It will be on that day 1 year ago that after having done, I was keeping track. It was like my 17th. I was so proud. It was like my 17th appearance on Wales Only's program. And I had been bubbling, the idea, Shane, of getting my own channel going, getting a live stream going. I had a couple guest spots like with Luther on Official Pulsification, and Wild SJ had me on her program as well. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it, because I just kept finding reasons not to. It was Finn Bear on that day. Here's a shout out to Finn Bear, who came on that program, and then Balliet Brand after that. So my second show was technically my first real episode. But we're just going to celebrate the launch of the entire. This thing is pissing me off.
Congratulations on your soon-to-be 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, and we'd love it. I would love it if you came through to that, dude. That would be greatly appreciated. I think it would be pretty cool if you're not booked up. I know your life is not always maybe your own right now, but if you're available,
we're in the same boat right now, man. Just hit me up with you probably just said the date and I'm an idiot, but
May 19th. May 19th. Yeah, it's like 3 Fridays from now.
3 Fridays. Okay. A Friday. Now we're getting somewhere.
I
think I got that crispy lisp. Probably. I bit my tongue off. Almost. In a car wreck.
You did.
Oh, well. Not off, but I bit it in a car wreck, so I probably got a little
close enough to off.
Yeah. I'm more than happy to swing by. On Friday, same time. Sure.
Yeah, I'll send you. What I'll do is I'll probably send you.
I'll just set some. I'll make sure that I'm open in the future. Dude, I love all your art on your what do you call these? The page flyers. What do you call them?
Yeah, we call them thumbnails. I call them flyers,
idiot. Yeah, of course it's a thumbnail. I love your thumbnails, dude. Do you do all this yourself?
Yeah. Thank you,
Good
man.
shit.
I appreciate it. I never did it before. I never used Photoshop before I started doing it. And when I did it, I had fun, doing it.
Yeah, I always drew pictures, like I said earlier, but then I got one of these pads to draw digitally, and it's not as easy, but we're learning.
It looks fun. The things that you can do with that technology now is like fucking insane, right?
Yeah.
Like here's the one we made for you today, right? Let me take down that.
I love that shit. I'm gonna save this.
Yeah, I want to get
That's a nice suit you got on there, sir.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Yeah, little pinstripe action. That was a heavier winter suit that I got to sport. No longer with us. Looks like all my nice things.
Hey, well, we're not that different.
Yeah. The many moods of Shane Schuler, and my favorite one is the mug.
Yeah. There was mostly only one mood today, so I'm sorry if I fell short. But I'm somewhat more stabilized. But it changes from time to time, so you'll never know what you'll catch.
It was great. But that mug, man, it seemed like something you were fixated on in that Romanian dance stream. Every time it seemed like it got the mildest bit stressful for you. You were sucking that shit down, man. Hard slamming. Factual facts.
From mugs of beer to apple
juice boxes. You fucking
maybe
stud.
Maybe we'll go off the wagon. Maybe it was temporary. I don't know.
Well, all things
maybe
like
moderation.
Proper measure. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I can't even get housed anymore, bro. People see me drink a lot, but I literally can only have like 3 beers max, like even on a fucking Friday or something. I'm like 3 beers max, and I don't drink liquor anymore. I hear people in the community saying, yeah, that sounds so crazy. He must be drunk. I'm like, fuck. I wish. If I have a shot of Jameson, I'm going to the hospital the next morning.
I'm not that old yet. But, like if I have a 6-pack of like IPAs, I'll have I'll have a tummy ache in the morning for sure.
Yeah.
And a hangover, but the
this
problem
is episode 92. Amir Effer and all the other dankest occultists teach their sex slaves to watch for the mystical signs of the eclipse with Thothschild and the Mind Spray. And there's my ex-wife, Callie, the goddess of death. Hi.
With a mustache?
No.
Oh, to the bottom right?
Kitty girl with the scimitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's our trash panda. Oh,
see, Mr. Child, you're the kind of weirdo that knows what kind of fucking weapon is in a Buddhist's hand from
Hindu
8,000 years ago. Yeah.
I'm that motherfucker, bro. I made this one for Mac, telling the Hexican trash panda that after he doses him, he is allowed to put his tongue back in his mouth, man.
Bro, you spend some time on these, don't you? How much
This
time
one here probably took me 8 minutes.
Well, you got the method down because you're just like, what do you just like layer and then change the opacity?
It's just like a drum machine. It's just like a DAW. It's just like all that.
Yeah.
Once you learn your way,
gotta learn it.
And you just
hell yeah.
I wish they would have shown this one to us when we were younger. Because if they had, then I wouldn't have knocked up, yes, guys, Paris Hilton. Rumors were rife this week in the community. She thought that my flyer was hot. Alan was the one who kind of gossiped it.
Oh, I see you're in there.
Yeah, and I'm not typically attracted to that type of woman, but I figured I'd get with her. And she ended up, getting pregnant by me.
Yes. Sometimes one night in Paris turns into a week in France.
Or 2 years turn into 4 children. Just I'm saying, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a little more than that. But it's pretty hard. Let's put it that way. Like for a woman to get pregnant, carry to term, give birth, get pregnant, you know, like a week after she just gave birth. It's tough. It's hard on women, but Paris is a, what can I say? She's a trooper. I'm proud
100%.
of her. I'm proud of her, even though her family hates my guts because I wouldn't convert to Luciferianism. So I don't know. I tried, honey. I did. I tried. Oh, this is the Westcott crypto thing I made, which I never showed him because he never said hello to me.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I liked his hair, so I figured I'd get my own. And I brought my agent with me. That's Howie Mulberg, famous A&R guy agent right here. This is the chanteuse from Montreal that he signed the same night that we had a showcase. Me and Westcott. I was headbanging. I was headbanging to one of Redman's songs.
Yeah.
And I had a wardrobe failure. And this piece of my hair piece came off and went straight through Westcott's skull. It was tough, dude. But we got through it. He's okay.
So next time you see him, tell the rap god I said what's up.
Which one?
Eminem. He was in there.
I don't know. Oh, right. I forgot.
I thought you were partner.
You just got me on it. Yeah, you got me on my own shit. And that was 50 Cent back there with him.
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't remember, I put him in the background. That's
He's kind of a quiet guy from what I hear anyway.
Yeah. He burned out on Celebrity a very, very long time ago.
Yeah, I like him though. I'm a fan.
Kid had skills. Kid has skills. You know, I mean, there's no denying that.
I think he's probably. I didn't like the Eminem era from basically Marshall. I don't like him between the Marshall Mathers LPs.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I just didn't like it that he signed with Dre. I'm just biased like that for the East Coast style, and I guess I just thought
Detroit always connected with. Yeah, but Detroit always connected with the LA for whatever reason, like Dilla, Madlib.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, what if Slum Village and Dilla like welcomed? Think about that. What if Eminem had gone in the direction of Dilla? Oh my God.
He did. That was Infinite.
Yeah, just that little bit.
So what you know about a sweet MC in a 313? You don't know shit. So when you see one flea, you can be 1D. You'll never be the MC. I'll start the alphabet at S and get it down to a T.
There he is.
I'm sure you're bound to agree. A sweet MC rocks the spot.
Dude, guys, incredible shit. This has been amazing. Episode 85. Shane, I'll be in touch, brother. And thanks again for stopping in here, my dude.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me. And I'm sure these will keep getting better and better as we go on.
That's what's up. Yeah, and I know some brothers in the Divergent who are really, looking forward to rapping with you. Some of them might test you for a second, but you already have proven that you have the skills to pay the bill.
Oh, that was Eminem's that was Eminem's verse that I was rapping.
I just meant your personality wise. If you have guys that are like Richard Hart's brother, you know what I mean.
That's like 10% of them. Like they're just trolls, and they usually got like some no. They don't even have a real profile picture. They're a bunch of frogs that do this.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what. The only one I give a pass to is my brother Wales, and that's because I understand it. Everybody else, you got to have some cojones. There's been guys who have tried to come on my stream before when I put the link out in the main chat, and I'll be like, I don't know you, but I will give you a platform if you do what I do and turn your camera on. Nobody's done that. Nobody. All right, I'm going to play some outro.
Hell yeah.
And say goodbye to this chat quick, too.
See you, chat.
You're welcome
Thanks
to hang
for
out
stopping
while
by,
I'm
chat.
playing this outro, man. Who's
Cool,
this?
cool.
Jawa says, Shane, I want to be on the next round table. See, I'm telling you, please come wearing a kimono and have the hair not top knot. You know what? You're going to get your ass kicked, Jawa, by his stylist, Miss Thing or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't have a kimono, but you can send me a kimono and I'll wear it.
Shane has solidified my disdain for Eric Wall.
Eric Lol.
I don't know. Is this appropriate? Am I going to dox myself, Jawa? What are you talking about, yo? Ooh. I can't remember. I was in the heat of dealing with Shane Schuller's kind of intermediaries when I wrote that to you. I can't remember. It was on Telegram. I mean, he keeps bringing it up. Oh my God, look at me. And this is me driving with voice to text. I've been awake for about 36 hours. Had a migraine attack on Monday. True. Torpedoed a super necessary day in the process of extricating myself from this. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Torpedoed a super necessary day in the process of extricating myself from this cum fuckhole shitty AIDS faced jerk tissue redneck catfish mouth fucking Napoleonic homo cocksnot drool motard animal humper dirty ass crack grease crusty baboon penile gland dickhead faggot puss nuts landlord. Jawa, I don't remember writing that, but apparently I did. Thank you for bringing it up, my friend. I'm sure everybody appreciated the creativity.
It was very eloquent.
Thank you. He says I'm a wordsmith. I know how to swear. Hey, wow. Hex Futures. Is this Davin? Bro, stickers in the mail for us both. Thank you.
Hell yeah, we get stickers.
I'll always take my Hex stickers. I'll be fucking up gas pumps from here to Poughkeepsie, baby.
Once I get a fuel pump for my dirt bike, I'm gonna get some Pulse Chain Hex and Pulse X sticker, some graphics.
Jawa, you're amazing. Paris follows you. I can see my future now. I do get Paris Hilton pregnant.
Paris got better looking over the years.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree
She
with
looks
that.
good as hell, dude.
I agree with that.
She was all skinny when she was younger, and now she's like...
Her lips
looks
aren't even
good.
as thin. Like, her lips look natural, full, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your thing, Jawa. You know what I would appreciate, everybody? I mean, don't ever donate to an artist or a live streamer or anybody, you know, in content creation of any sort if you can't afford it. Well, I personally, for my part, would never want your family or you to suffer a different quality of life if you can't afford it, just to give something to fucking me. But guys, if we could get like subscriptions, that would be dope. Some shares would be dope. Likes are dope. You know, like anything like that we can do to help each other. I try to
Sub
pimp, others, you know.
Sub, like, and describe. Like and
There
describe.
it is, from the mouth of fucking Richard Hart's brother, guys, Shane Schuller. All right, I'm done with this chat, guys, so don't put anything else in it. People are like, he said goodnight an hour ago. Well, that's how we do. Where's the musica? Let's see. I'll give you a little piece of this one because I love it. It's a new one, but we haven't finished it. Good night.
Boy.
I gotta talk over these because, you know, they're not done.
It sounds like it sounds like it's... There we go.
I gotta talk over this shit because it doesn't have the rest of the instrumentation. Yeah. What? The co-producer gets mad at me when I do this. Oh, let's go to this one for a minute. Spooky. I can't do anything with the volume. I apologize. This one's on the quiet end. It's gonna be dope when it's finished. This one right here. What? This is the skills Wogan. He's the one doing all the chops.
Flying Lotus.
Oh, this is me and my partner Roganol. I know it's on a delay. What I receive here after processing is a measure after what the audience hears. I tried rapping over StreamYard tracks before. Don't ever do that.
I can barely hear you in there.
Check.
No. Whenever the music's playing, the music's louder than your microphone.
Oh no, I know. What I'm trying to do is sonically, I'm trying to spike it so that no uncreative thief asshole can take the track and rap over it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm doing. But I was also saying that this is for you, this is for anybody. Don't ever try rapping over tracks that are playing through StreamYard, because the processing causes, on the return to you as the producer, actually hear what the YouTube audience is hearing about a measure later. So you can sound like a real jackass.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
your hearing echoes.
It's just awful. It doesn't make no sense. Look at these guys. I told them not to comment, and they're still commenting. Nice. Red squirrel. I'm glad I did look then, because we just got us a squirrel. Nice. The rest of you guys.
Oi.
Oi. Deep thanks.
I fuck with punk music too. So
I used to be a little bit of a Fugazi fan myself.
I'm a NoFX dirt bike video kid.
This is some of my instrument. Oh, we got a couple instrumental things up on here, but here's one of them. This was the Gap Math shit.
Check me out.
Poetry is jazz. Poetry is jazz.
Shane Scholler, check the private chat. Can you access the private chat there? Look down the right-hand side on StreamYard. Comments, banners, band, private chat.
Yeah.